I'm like, how long is this intro? You're gonna owe this guy freaking royalties.
It's only a minute and a half. It's crazy, right? But like right after that clip, this like person behind me knocks me over, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So
that was only a minute. That shit felt like 7 hours.
I know.
It was enough to cover for Rashid. He actually he was here before this.
I thought Rashid was gonna say, "Is that Buck?" That looked like Buck for a second, like when I first watched it again.
I thought over there just at first.
It was Buck. 5 years ago. It was at a local con. It's called Otakon. It was insane. But
are you getting to the age where time seems to be going by faster, Kev?
Every single day, man. And like a long time ago. Okay.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah. Pudgy, like last week, right after we finished the show, I was like, man, something was missing. Like, you guys feel that? Like something was missing right after the show in backstage, and everyone was like, yeah, was it Pudgy? It was automatic. Was it Pudgy?
That's missing a loudmouth. That's what you were missing.
We need that Pudgy vibe.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
You know what else was missing? It feels like John's missing. But then he arrived.
Oh, look at he snuck in. He blended in with the crowd in the background.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at that background, dude.
Hey, look at the FedEx truck in the back, John. I don't know if it's air conditioned.
Oh, don't remind me, please.
It's in green at least.
How you guys doing?
Good, man. Good.
Got them.
But Pudgy, man, how you been? How's your day? How's your weekend?
Good. Actually, not bad. I have good high energy levels for a Tuesday, so I'm ready to go.
Awesome.
Great. And we got Carl, Mr. Apocalypse, joining in. How's it going, man?
Good to see him awake. Good to see him awake on a Tuesday. You love to see.
Hey, I'm not drinking.
We were just talking about that, John.
Oh, that's what happened. I didn't realize what happened.
Yeah.
I was drinking from 12 to 6 in the evening, so I was knocked out when they arrived at home.
Oh, okay, yeah, really nice. Good for you.
He's got his priorities straight, John.
That's
what's
a great
important.
experience. Like that. Okay. That's the one right there.
Well, welcome back, Carl. Rashid, man, I got this clip for you. I don't know if you got to see it earlier, but since we look at that Prince statue all the time, I brought this one for you.
Said that this look came on his face.
I'm just imagining the PCS monitor.
Oh, man. I think that Dave Chappelle one looks more like Prince.
I know.
Wow. Pop.
How's it going, Rashid?
Oh, everything good, man. Just finished watching my man unbox his star screen.
Oh yeah, look at that thing. It's like blossoming in the top right. Look at that thing.
Yeah, it's like great lighting. He's like,
I gotta watch the unboxing, man. I was busy until like right before the show, so I have to watch it.
I thought the cape was gonna be whatever for me, but that shit is glistening.
Yeah, man, it's like crazy. It's huge too. Looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Rashid, man, it's getting hot in the East Coast, huh, man? That's the first time I've ever seen you wear a T-shirt. It's always like usually long sleeve or something with you.
First of all,
I got a clip for you.
Let's see those
Use your aggressive feelings, boy. Let the hate flow through you.
I'm telling you, man, that laugh does it for me all the time.
When I met you, did I not have a jersey on?
You had a jersey on, I remember.
And I had shorts on also, right?
And you had those Timbs on, like that guy right there. I remember. Picky, man. Welcome back, man. How you been?
Man, it's been a good week for me. I picked up a new piece that I've been wanting. Never thought I'd get my hands on it. A little custom Doom. So it's been a real good week for me so far. Glad to be here.
You look exhausted, man. You sound exhausted. You're like, can't do anymore. Can't do anymore. Great to have you this week, man. And Crippler, since you got that star screen, I got this clip just for you.
Did I not say that we were winning? We rocked them Bama's. We rocked them. Nigga, you see me coming on that plane?
That's how Starscream landed.
Yeah. That's all I imagined when I heard you get that thing.
That proximity piece is crazy, dude. That shit is big.
But you know what? He did that on the show.
Like
Wait,
literally.
wait.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Yeah, he was making the transformer noise and all that shit.
I gotta cut it out then. I gotta put it on that video.
Oh man, no, it's a happy day. I got to unbox with the peoples, you know what I mean, and it's a piece that I've been not sure if I was gonna get because there was a lot of like, should I get it from this? Blah, 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 blah. But it came. It was not broken at all. It was like everything was perfect condition. Knock on wood. So I don't break it. Yeah, and it's great. You know when you get those pieces that you're like, yes, you had a vision, and it could go sour, but this is one that I'm like, okay, no, it's coming together. So like, yeah, fun times.
Is this the end of the journey right here?
Galvatron's the end.
Galvatron's the end? Okay.
Galvatron's the end. Because he's going to be facing off against Rodimus, and that's going to be the scene from the movie. And
Crippler's such an addict that he got this guy from Thailand to unbox that statue for him. He's like, you need to unbox this for me. Like,
and it was cool because Art's cool. He's like, what? I was like, Galvatron. He said, okay, we'll do Galvatron. And then
yeah,
I'm just like,
literally, yeah. Nah, Crippler, great to have you back too, man.
Always a pleasure.
John, man, I got this one for you.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
I know, like you got to send me a different picture, man. That's the only one I got right
You
now.
got to do the
Looks
work.
like
You've been lazy lately.
It looks like a Canadian Sylvester Stallone. That didn't look like that.
You've been lazy.
Looked like young Rambo.
How's it going, John?
It's good. It's good. How you doing? It's not
getting
too
hot.
busy. Yeah, it's cool. Today was cool. It's gonna cool off here the next couple of days, so you guys can sweat it while we relax, kick back and relax.
John, are you getting slimmer or are your statues getting bigger? Because you're starting to blend in with the whole
Yeah.
DC line.
Definitely not getting slimmer, so I don't know.
No, goodness, man, they're adding up. Look at that.
Yeah, it's a little too much. Got a few more to unbox, and then I was gonna say I'm gonna be like Rashid, but I'm actually gonna retire.
Yeah.
Retiring too, bro.
Retiring, 100%.
Can't stop, won't stop.
I had that clip too. Shit. No, I was like, too much Chappelle.
Lazy.
Nah, man. So like, we start this episode off with like the same thing every week. I think these go pretty well. Like, but I don't know if you guys remember this guy. I know, like when I was looking him up, he's been gone for a while, but he's like, he's doing his thing right now. But do you guys remember this guy? A moment of appreciation this week goes to Mr. Ross, Mr. Yellow Chair, Mr. Romy Rome. So this guy, he lives in Virginia Beach, which is like 4 hours away from me. But this guy, like Rome, like I met him in Astro's channel, and he's been cool ever since. Like we tried to meet up at these conventions all the time, but then COVID happened, then all this other crap happened, and then blah blah blah. But yeah, Rome has been around forever. Really chill guy. He's always working, and if he's working, he's watching the streams. I wouldn't be surprised if he kicks in right now, but he's like always working. Statue money, right?
Gotta get
But-
that statue money.
Yeah, Romeo. Like I've looked up old DCX videos, old like videos from my channel and like from Cash's channel. Like he's always, or he used to be always there unboxing, and he's just like Edwin, like always popping in everywhere, and then freaking just positive guy. Does everyone remember him by chance?
Yeah, of
Or-
course.
I'm not familiar from
Always in the
inside.
chats. Rome was always in the chats. Says hi. He'll always say hi to you. And you're right. Always positive. Always friendly. Not no negative. No, not getting upset. Always that positive person on the shows. I remember the yellow chair.
Yeah. So this guy, Rome, he always sits in this yellow, like it looks like a throne piece, right? And like every time
So we
he
need-
gets up.
We need to have a Roman throne.
Yeah, that's exactly what we said. Yeah.
That's your next piece to commission.
We used to like dedicate one to him. Yeah, we get some money and stuff. But yeah, John, like definitely, really cool guy. Did you happen to meet him yet, Pudgy? Or
I started streaming like right when he seemed to be tailing off because he was getting busy. We were on like maybe one or two streams together. Yeah, good man, always.
what about you, Rashid? You remember Rome?
Yeah. Shout out to Rome. What's going on? You good dude.
Yeah, always laughing, man. Piggy, did you get to meet?
In a while, though. I haven't seen him in a
Yeah, he's trying to like he's doing the cool thing. Like, you know, the thing like I don't think I could ever do is just, you know, just put it statues aside for a little bit and start, you know, doing his own thing for now. But he's still in the chats. I see him from time to time. But yeah, he still has his statues. Luckily, I asked him, and it was like, "You still listen?" Because I wanted his Ultron, so I kept bugging him for that thing. But yeah,
I'll keep tabs on him so I can get some of his pieces.
Yeah.
In case, you still want that? Okay.
Yeah. How about you, Piggy? You ever meet Rome?
We weren't on together, but one of the first people that I saw outside of like Mr. X and Jim Mintz was Astro, and he was on Astro's channel. And the last time I saw him was like the week before Astro had me on, but I enjoyed seeing him on. It was pretty cool because when I found that channel, I was like, oh, it's a couple people that look like me out there too. Like, it's not like I didn't know.
Mama, look, Mama.
Yeah.
Jesus. Piggy. Piggy. There's people that look like us, Piggy. Go ahead, Piggy.
Where is this going?
Oh shit!
I didn't know.
Come on, Piggy. You gonna say that backstage, man. Come on, man.
Piggy don't got no filter.
I know.
We say a white man can't jump and black man can't collect. Come on,
Wow.
come on.
I gotta clip that.
What episode are we on? Because it's the last one.
90 minutes.
I just make it to 100 first.
Almost me.
Carl's like, shit, I should have started drinking.
There you go. Oh.
Yeah. Crippler, have you met Rome yet? Or
Dude, I have not met Rome, but he's always super supportive, and no matter what show I'm on. And like Piggy, I remember there was I don't usually watch a lot of Sunday shows because you know you need to dedicate some time to your family. So it's like but there was one time where
Starscream and Galvatron and the others, there's gonna be a little sliver of family time.
Exile.
Right. But then it was a Sunday show. It was Astro, and it was just him and Astro. That's it. It was chill. It was like SMR. It was just sort of, so yeah, nah, bro. I think I might pick that one up. That one was cool. And then Astro like, yeah, right. Yeah. He was like, and I'm thinking I might get. It was just the chillest stream out. I just watched the whole thing. But then like I show up like on freaking. Fatal. Why did I almost forget? Fatal's a cool nerds. He be there, supportive. Did my own show. He be showing up, supportive, and he might show up here and like he's just always like, "What up, Crip?" And I'm like, "What up, bro?" I haven't got to meet him yet. I would like to meet him though, definitely, because he just seems like a super cool dude. And like you said, he ain't never going at it with nobody in the chat. You know, he's never just like, "Yo."
He leaves it to the professionals.
Piggy.
He leaves it to the professionals.
No, he just to chill and just vibe out, dude. You gotta respect people.
Yeah, Rome, if you watch the replay, man, we miss you, man. Like, hopefully everything is going smooth still and everything's good, and we'll see you soon, I'm sure.
And if you ever want to get rid of that piece, you know how to reach Casual.
Yes.
Do you earmark certain collectors that have something you want just in case they ready to get let go?
I hint at it. I'm like, man, I really like that piece. You know, I think you did a great job getting it. But you know, if you ever let it go,
I know Rashid know every collector that has that XM Storm, all of them.
Yeah,
he got a list.
I'm just waiting for my man XM exclusives to let it go to me.
There you go.
There you go.
Like a list.
Well, you guys, like John mentioned, episode 91 before we get kicked out of here. But we're doing a countdown to episode 100. I'm gonna do like I'm gonna do a couple of things before we get to episode 100. But yeah, we're in episode 91, man. Like it's 91 weeks putting up with each one of us. So every Tuesday, and yeah, it's been fun, to be honest. Yes. To 100 more, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but just a big reminder for that one. And tonight's topic is going to be share your best convention memories. So, like, I have a billion lanyards, but I brought one of my lanyards out, and this is one of my biggest things is collecting all the lanyards from Comic Cons. Yeah, this one's from New York. This is from 2018, man. But yeah, so freaking. all my memories have been great from Comic Cons. I got to meet people. I was never into statues before 2020, so I was just like literally eye gazing, like all the art prints, all the comics, all the. I didn't know about CGCs were way out of my price range. I was like, who's going to pay $50 for a comic book? Get the book and read it, you know. But like then I looked at statues at Sideshow. Like I was like, wow, like these are like for the rich people. You know, these are for like people that don't have nothing to do with their money. But walking around them, getting to see other people like enjoy the con, that's a big thing people used to always say. But like I went to San Diego Comic Con, New York Comic Con. I went to a bunch in DC, a bunch of Maryland. Went to one in Boston. I went to a bunch in like California, Anaheim, and all that stuff. But man, every single con, hilarious. Always a good time. Like went to a wrestling con recently too. Like wrestling cons are like really weird because you see all these like old wrestlers in their little booth and you're like, but there's conventions for everything. There's like actually a convention for mermaids. I just saw it on
I just got back from that one.
No, I just saw one like a commercial on YouTube for like mermaids on Netflix. It's a half $1 billion industry. And I was like, yeah, dude.
Because they have that show, that mermaid show. And my daughters watch that stuff. Like they get so into that stuff.
$500 million dedicated to
the
all
world
those
is ending.
suits.
That's what's
yeah,
happening.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
The end of the world, people.
They actually, I think I told you guys this already. They have BronyCons where it's My Little Pony, like
the dudes.
That's
trolling. Guys dressed up as ponies, but they love the cartoon. So it's
When you say they, you mean you, right?
No.
Must be some really good mushrooms.
the best. No, but like, what about you guys? Have you guys been to any cons or anything like you guys want to share regarding any type of convention, San Diego Comic Con or whatever?
I think I stopped since like the pandemic started, so I haven't been to a con in like 3 years. So I was like, I'm missing it, but I am just like a lot of people. So okay, do I really want to go? It usually depends on like, okay, who's the artist or like special guest. But the last time I went is, I think the last time XM went to New York. That's my fondest memory because that's, I think, the first time I met Brian Tan when he was still working at like XM Studios.
I do. You talk about any con, like it could be video. I've been
E3.
I did E3. Yeah, I did E3 every year until I moved out to North Carolina when I was in California. That was always fun, man. But they had things called booth babes, and all it was just like women's dressed up as little as gear as possible, and just be like, "Come to our booth, come to our booth." It's like, "Hey, Doom, Duke Nukem." It literally was. You went to take as many pictures with them as possible. That was the goal. It was just to run around. And it was crazy because it was just loud music, and then they tried to tone it down. Like it was like, okay, it's no longer becoming about the games; it's coming about the spectacle. But man, I remember like I have some lanterns like right on that door from some of them. But I just recently came on from work. It's someone local in North Carolina on Raleigh. It's called ECGC, ECGC, East Coast. They try to be like a little. More focused on the industry. But that was fun. That's the one where they voted for Darth Rashid. I had him.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that one. Yes.
And being like, are you fed up with high statue prices? What if I tell you we have a candidate that could do it? And there was one that actually was like collect Sideshow stuff and just sort of like, yeah, my shipping is down. And I was like, could you do me a favor? Could you like vote for Darth Rashid 2024? Because I was like, he's gonna get statues. I was like, hell yeah, I'll do it. And they got souped up and they went through the thing.
That was the best video. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Darth Rashid 2024. And I was like, yeah, that was a recent memory.
It's crazy, right? Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, I had a friend that worked at Comic Cons. I'm not gonna say which one here in New York. You can guess what you want. But I used to sneak in them. All the time. So I'd wait for that certain door when the tickets was sold out. And I remember I was trying to buy a ticket, but I listen. We all big nerds here, but I was like, I was going up to them, and they was acting like I was going to hurt them or something. I said, "You want to sell your ticket?" And they was like,
I need my kneecaps.
Yeah, I want to say, dumbass nerd, just sell me a badge, man. So I ended up sneaking in it, And one time my ex pissed me off so bad. She came over because we had, she was from California. So she came here and I told her when Comic-Con was coming, but she decides to come when Comic-Con comes. So I'm like, I got these tickets for Saturday. And as soon as we walk up in there, she goes, "Oh my God, there's so many people. I can't breathe." And I'm just looking and she starts complaining. And I get so pissed off because I told her. So I leave. I'm pissed off. I'm driving back from the Comic-Con. We cursing at each other and stuff. And then Sunday, she was like, "You know what? I'm sorry for messing it up. If you want to go Sunday, we can go. I'll pay for new tickets." So I said, "I really just want to go and spend time." So we go, and I said, but we had the same badge from Saturday. So I just said, "Just walk this way." I said, "Just keep going."
just keep going.
And the guard is like this. "Oh, okay, how you doing?" I said, "What's going on?" And I just walked right into Comic-Con. Just
walk like you belong there.
So now we know why they stop us at the doors with ID, and every door has a security guard. It's Rashid's fault.
Yo, listen, man. I tried to pay for a badge, man. They sold out. So what? So I should be taken out of Comic-Con because I can't.
What is he gonna not go?
Exactly.
I was gonna get that clip for you, Rashid. Got some cheeseburgers, man.
And so it's funny when you're walking through the Comic-Con. That's the only time where everybody's having a good time, So you don't be the knucklehead that starts something. But damn, I never had so many geeks bump into me and don't say excuse me or nothing.
Yeah,
and it's like it's so annoying. And you come this way, you trying to be nice, but you feel boom, and everybody, and and it's like you're like, and you're like, "Listen, I'm not trying to get in trouble here, but you want to say, yo, say excuse me, but
right,
there's too many people.
It's just too many people and stuff like that. So
and a lot of them seem to forget to use deodorant.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow.
Other than Comic-Cons, I've gone to comic books. So I never forget, I went to a comic book store and I went to get 2 books. And I walked in there. The door was closed. They didn't have the AC running. And I felt like nobody.
Nerds do.
Yes, nobody was using deodorant. I'm just looking at them, and they all into the Dungeons and Dragons or whatever the game. They have tables. They got tables and shit, and they just like walking past me, bumping into me, and I'm like, I said, "Yo, it's a gang of these dudes." You know what I'm saying? It's a gang. They like,
they won't hurt you by themselves, but in packs, they could be.
They could be dangerous.
Don't touch their cards or any of their dice or anything.
Oh man,
Cass, have you heard of? And I don't know if you heard of it, but there was one Comic-Con that has nothing to do with comic books and movies that's in Jersey. And it is the porn.
Yep. It's in Anaheim, California too.
Yeah, AVN Awards.
Yeah.
No, it's in Jersey. I haven't been there yet, but my boy was.
Yes,
I wanted. Just because I watched. Porn,
I saw you there.
Damn on Comic-Con and stuff. But
you'd be like, "Here, can you sign this for me?"
Yeah, I wanted to see. A couple of certain, and I heard it's crazy when you get there. I heard it's crazy when you get there.
Rashid's like, bump into me.
Now you can bump into me all you want. Yeah.
I want the right person to bump into me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that was great. No, but they have it in the West Coast, and they have it more often in Vegas too, because Vegas is like full of that stuff. And it was. I was in Vegas at the time, and I was like, "Wow, man, there's a bunch of strippers here, like a ton of strippers." But it was like a Vegas porno, whatever, and I was like, "Wow, like how do you get in here?" And it was just like, it was a bunch of people in there. It looked like a lot of fun.
That just reminded me of that scene from The Boys, the last season when they were in that. I don't want to spoil too much, but they had an event where it's all doing adult stuff, and that's what it reminded me of. Anybody who watched The Boys knows exactly what I'm talking about. Nasty.
Pudgy, I got yours up. Do you want me to show it off real quick?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I got the first one right here.
I haven't gone in many years, but I think, as a matter of fact, here, this 2014. This might have been the last one I went to.
That was my birthday, March 22nd. Nice.
Really? Nice. Well, I would have told Stan Happy birthday for you if I knew you then. But yeah, this was Stan, and I forget when Stan passed, but I remember when he came out, I was really impressed that he was still like spry and totally like with it and fast, mingling with the crowd and everything.
That's
Just a
dope.
joy. And when I met him, yeah, the handlers, man, they bull rush you. They
Yeah.
really rush you through, bam, bam, bam. But when I leaned over to take the picture, I said to him, Stan, thank you for a great childhood. And he said, no, thank you. So it was cool.
Yeah.
That's dope.
It's like kind of. I think someone mentioned this yesterday. It's kind of scary to meet your heroes, but Stan Lee is like one of those guys that like he spoils you basically. Like he gets sets you comfortable and everything. It's like, get the goddamn picture. His New York accent comes out. It's like really funny. Like really cool.
You could
guy.
tell if he didn't have the handlers, he would interact with you a lot more.
Yes.
It seems like he wants to talk and hang out, but they're like, thanks, let's go.
Well, too bad. I would like to have had. Too bad Jack Kirby passed away a while ago too. But,
Yeah.
Could have been because these two were deep writers and had deep thought on a lot. Of course, they use a lot of political things in their books without people really noticing too much. But they did
Right.
use a lot of political things in their
Yep.
comics. So,
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, the mutants in himself, right?
Done skillfully though, you know what I mean? Like not
Yeah.
hitting you over the head, just
Yes.
like making you think and seeing the parallels.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another picture you had brought up is
This is George Perez, and I met him twice. Like you said, never want to meet your heroes, but when I met him, I was hesitant, and turned out he was charming, and he bullshitted with me like crazy. He really opened up his big project was getting money for something for Heroes Initiative.
for comics.
I remember
for
that,
comic
yes.
authors.
Okay, for the older guys who have no health care and stuff, to
Mm.
get them taken care of. All the guys at Marvel don't take care of them. DC doesn't take care of them, and they have no health care, and they're up in years. So they started this fund, and I went and had a few words with him, and he didn't charge for signatures on anything. He signed 3 of my books, and he didn't charge anything. And when he did that, I put what I thought was a healthy donation. I think I put in like $220s or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he lit up and said, "Do you want a picture?" He got up and he spent like another 5 minutes with me while other people were waiting. It was just like that touched him.
I thought that was you. I was like, you dye your beard? Like, I literally thought that was you.
And I was gonna say, were you in New York around this time? Because you kind of, you ever meet this woman? Here's my mom.
Papa.
Because,
Puppy.
there's a bit of a similarity there. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. And you got this other one. Oh, yeah, another picture of him.
Well, that's actually when I met him for the first time. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, he was a great man. He was a really good guy.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing these pictures. Like I know
Yes,
I've
sir.
seen these before, but like awesome seeing them again,
Yeah.
from time to time. It's Comic-Con memories right there, man. Like how about you, Piggy? You go to any conventions?
Yeah, I go to the Atlanta Comic Con that they have down here. And it's actually a pretty good time. Like the first time I went, I want to say like maybe 2015, 2016. I thought it was going to be whack because I couldn't get to the San Diego one or the New York one. And I was like, man, I don't even know why I'm going over here. And I went, and there were people in costume, like cosplaying down there. And it was just things that I was excited by that I didn't think would be there. Like it was so many artists, so many independent, like comics and things of that nature. Vendors kind of selling things that people that are in the hobby would collect. And then they had booths from like shows that were big when I was growing up, where you always think like, whatever happens to these people, or I wonder how they're living. Like they had the cast of MASH. They were down there, and they were like taking pictures, and you can pay to get in there in tiers, like this amount to take, a picture with one celebrity, this amount for the cast. And I was like, so I wonder how many of these they do in a year, just things that you never would think about. So it was really a good time. The statues were like secondary when I was there. They even had a good selection of statues. So it's something that I look forward to every year because it's everything going on there. Cosplay, artists, old TV cast, just anything you can think of. It's a really good time. If you guys ever get a chance to get down here for it, you should check it out.
They're just like, yeah, it's like Freaknik, you know, but with comic books.
It's later.
I need to go there.
So at one of the conventions, I got to meet So I think I've told you guys this before, but like I got to meet Will Ferrell at San Diego Comic-Con, like personally. So like, if you guys ever been to San Diego Comic-Con, like the picture behind us is San Diego Comic-Con. There's like 1 billion people. This is outside the Comic-Con, like 1 billion people outside and 1 billion people inside. So, you know, the whole city is packed for 3 or 4 days. It's like nowhere to walk, nowhere to like run or whatever. But I got so tired. I was like, man, I'm going to go find a bar, the tallest building, you know, where most likely nobody's at. And I went to this OmniLink hotel, the top floor, and I'm sitting at the bar, just drinking whatever. And then like Will Ferrell comes up behind me and he goes like, hey man, like, he's like, hey, like, what are you doing over here? And I was like, what the hell are you doing over here? Like, like, why are you here? And like, I got to talk to him for like 5 minutes or something, but he convinced me to go back because I was so tired. But I was like, God, if he's telling me to get back, I need to get back, you know? But yeah, conventions, they're so random. Like you get to meet so random people, you get to meet fellow nerds, and you feel in your environment, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like, I was hoping Buck would be here because I went to a bunch of anime cons, and the anime people are crazy.
Yes.
They're so crazy.
Yeah, they were born that way, man.
Yeah.
So I was going to say there are more and more people that are starting to get into the hobby and go to the conventions because I was getting some epoxy done at my house and I went to the last convention, like a little one that they do here, and he was there and he was like, he recognized, he was like, hey Marty, he was like, are you some kin to like Piggy's Pics? And I was like, yeah. So then he's like, oh shit, excuse my language. He's like, that's you. And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, what do you think about this? He's like, it's a juggernaut that I ordered. And I'm like, so my floor guy is into statues. And
My floor, yeah.
Did you influence him or something?
Hey, and he, like, before then, he's never said a word to me about statues. And he watches all the shows. He watches Casual and Cash. And just like, man, he knew he was watching your show, Crypto.
Oh, I feel sorry for it.
There's more people getting into it.
No, Best Buy. I was at when I went to. It was crazy when I went to purchase the TV. There was the Ultimate Comics is right on Capitol Boulevard, and then you got Best Buy right there, right? So I used to see that this dude, like when I used to pick up my books a while ago, he ended up working at Best Buy, so he was the one that sold me the TV. But he was like, yeah, I know you from some. It was the first time this shit ever happened to me from anything in my life. He's like, I know you. I'm like, yeah, you're at the comic book store. He's like, you know, I remember that too. But you collect, right? And I was like, I collect a lot of things, and I just wanted to be very specific. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, no, you got the show, and you want one of the shows. And I'm just sort of like, oh yeah, you collect. And that was the first time that shit happened to me. And it's like, it's crazy because you just like, you're not expecting it. I'm like, yo, what's the difference between this TV and that TV? And
I thought he was referring to the bodies. You started sweating for a second.
Yo, I collect collection, yeah. My boy Critical Mass keeps them things. Dude. That's on
wrong guy. The younger guy.
Today, one of the TVs, the one that I returned, they came and picked it up, the Total Tech guys. And then I have the Hot Toys in the loft, and that's it. There's no statues in it. It's just the Hot Toys. This dude stopped in his tracks, and the lights was off too. And I was just like, it's this way. He's like, yo, these are crazy. And then he stopped to look at them, right? And I'm like, oh, cool. Like, then I'm like geeking out that he appreciates them. And he was like, oh man, could I take some pictures? I got to show this to my son. And blah, 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 blah. I was like, damn, I don't know if I want. He's like, case it out the house. But then I'm just geeking. I was like, sure, go ahead. And then I was like, well, let me put the lights on because now I gotta make them pretty. So I put the lights on. And
because of you, that kid's not going to college now.
Right?
No college fund.
I know. And then the final thing he did, he was like, "You mind if I just open this up? I want to get closer to." And he just started taking pictures of these shits like close. And I was like, "All right, cool." I ain't even show him the other rooms. I was just like, just right here, the TV's right here in the loft, ready for
Here's
you
the
to pick
exit.
up.
Yeah, just focus over here. Focus over here.
Yeah, but it was them hot toys, dude. Because I think more than anything, it's the likenesses. So that's why I think that's the hot toys, and then the J&D appeal is more of like, oh, that looks like the person versus like the comic book. So I get that, but that was hilarious. A humbling moment.
Yeah.
Do you think the hot toys more so because they're more easily attainable because they're like affordable? You know what I mean? Like you can probably get.
No, it's the likenesses, man. They see Chris Pratt, like the Chris Pratt freaking Star-Lord is the one that people really, really, that one, or if they see like the Chris Evans portrait, the Scarlett Johansson, like they look like the actors, like more so than any legend. You got to think these guys only probably seen legends in the stores and or like action figures. So when they see like rooted hair, shit, they're like to them that just like that hair looks real. We complain about it, but to them it's like that hair looks real. That looks just like freaking the one he freaked out one was actually Shuri. Like Shuri with the braids and stuff. It's like, and then right next to T'Challa, and he's just like geeking out over this stuff. And I'm just sort of like, that's what I fell in love with though, was those. That's why I was like going to the comic book store and see them. It was those likenesses. And you get into the statues and they bigger and they're more presence and they're freaking dope. I love them. But you forget that like there's a world of people who never even seen these hot toys. And when they see them for the first time, it fucking blows their mind like each time.
You know, what story like always makes me laugh every time I hear it is, I remember when we're talking about hot toys and like when that new what's that Back to the Future car, what's it called, the DeLorean came out. We were talking about it. I forget what we were talking about it, John, but we're talking about it with John, and John was like, "Man, I got the first edition or the first version," and I was like, "Whatever." So like, I was like, I want it now, you know. But like this guy, he's like, let me go get it for a second, and he brings it out, and this thing is like 4 feet wide, right? He's just bringing it out. He's like, boom, he puts it on his lap. He's like, "Yeah, I got this thing." And John, you want to tell everybody what's under the hood?
Yeah, you lift the hood. I took it to a con. I lugged the whole car to a con.
the whole
car, and I got Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox to sign.
Oh, nice!
Wow. Really?
There you go.
I think that was my best con experience.
There you go.
And I put it on the table in front of Christopher Lloyd, and first thing is like, "Wow, this is a cool model."
You were like,
yeah. But yeah, that was fun. And then, but Michael J. Fox, he was in rough shape. You couldn't really talk to him. It was an assembly line. It was just go, sign, and that was it.
Man, that's dope though. You was able to get the DeLorean.
yeah, I was gonna say, why not just take the hood thing off, or
No, because it's signed. It comes off. I think it comes off, but they signed on the actual inside where the engine block would go.
I thought they okay.
So if you put the hood, if you display it with the hood open, you'll see the signatures.
So if you
I have a neighbor, and I walk by his house all the time, and every like 2 months, 3 months, in his driveway is an actual DeLorean. And I told my wife, I said, that car is going to be mine one day. And he was outside the other day, and I almost spoke to him and said, "Hey, what's that? What's going on with this DeLorean? You own it or this and that?"
I'd have been like, "Yo, I'll trade you a Superman Hush for it." He probably would have said, "Okay."
No, one day.
Have you ever sat in one? Have you drove in one before?
I sat in one. Yeah.
They're really heavy, and it's like it sounds like you're in a freaking van. It's like so. It's its own thing.
How much they go for? How much?
25 to 35, you can get one.
Yeah, they're not that expensive.
No.
I mean, compared to other classic cars.
Yeah.
They're metal though, like strong ass metal.
They're stainless steel.
Stainless, yeah. It's insane.
They're supposed to bring them back. They were supposed to bring them back. They were going to work on a model and bring it back, like future to present day. So I don't know if that's still in the works or not.
So,
Didn't he pass
John,
away? I think he passed away. John DeLorean.
Yeah, he did recently.
John, really quick, like when you got this Hot Toys like DeLorean in your hand, like what's the whole process? Like you load it up in your car, you go through all the lines. Like what did you, or did you just like have someone bring it out while you were in line?
No. I went with the wife. She helped me. It was just the two of us. We went. I carried the whole thing. For that con, I just went for that signature and left because I couldn't carry it. We waited in line, and when I pulled it out, you know how everybody is. Oh my God, look at it! And it was a pain in the ass, but it was totally worth it. But yeah, I just held the box. I held the box the entire way.
Wow. I haven't done that yet. I want to take some Bowens to go get signed by some of these guys, like the Daredevil and the big guy. This guy right here. Yeah, Kingpin. This guy. I want to get him signed and going to Philadelphia.
I'd like to do that too. D'Onofrio.
Yeah, D'Onofrio's coming. Yeah. So going to Philadelphia to go get him signed.
When you're gonna get that Katie Stackhouse?
Yeah, I get that too.
I want Jim Lee is who I would like to meet.
Jim Lee. I'm not too sure which one he's going to. If you look up his schedule, I'm sure somebody could get him for you.
No worries.
He's got that big job now, so who knows what?
Oh yeah,
that's right.
Motion.
That's over.
We have Fan Expo here, and I think Fabok's going to be there. D'Onofrio and Charlie's going to be there, and a few others. I can't remember now, but
yeah, you guys look up Philadelphia Fan Expo, and I'll be there for 2-3 days. And if you guys want something signed, just let me know. Like, and I think I'm going to go to the one in Texas Fan Expo, because that's supposed to be like double the size. So I want to go check that out too. But yeah.
Well, you know, Sideshow's not gonna be at these cons now.
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to get to. Like,
okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Like, it's a good time to go get into it, because like when I went to New York Comic Con, when I went to San Diego Comic Con, this is like before COVID. Like I said, I thought these statues were for rich people. You know, like it amazed me, the quality, the paint, everything. I was like, dang, this looks amazing. But what do you guys think? Like with the news that Sideshow will not have a booth there.
budget cuts.
Budget cuts.
I think that's all it is.
Big time budget cuts.
They save a lot of money, dude. But there's a cost to it, though. Don't get it twisted. You're always trying to bring new people in, and I think that's when you're at San Diego Comic Con, it's more than just statue collectors going there. They're gonna be there, but it's people going for the movie news and the Marvel news, like all of that stuff that happen to go by and be like, "What the fuck is that statue?" And then that triggers them, and you get a lifelong statue collector from that.
But then you get to see it up close. You know, everybody, whoever channel go out there, they record it. So now you sitting home seeing the picture, but now you seen it up close, and now you see it, and now you decide, yeah, I do want that piece.
Yeah.
But now this changes everything now.
Because we do get the prime showcases and all of that good stuff. They're fun. They're not the same though. Like they're not the same when like Jeff Delaney gets all up in that ass. Like, look at this shit, dude. And you're like, yeah, look at this shit, dude.
Yeah,
like
when Delaney goes on site, like I feel like he's our news reporter, you know, every time he goes.
Problem is they don't need it. And that's what it is, right? COVID happened. They started their own Sideshow Con. They advertised today, actually.
Oh yeah,
to register for Sideshow Con, the 17th to the 21st, I think.
Yeah,
if I can remember. But they don't need it because they do their little con, and everything goes online. And not only that, but they have every streamer and their mother talking about their product online and showing pictures and giving you the different angles. That's why. Is it sad? It's a travesty. Because the San Diego Comic-Con was always that excitement. Oh, it's coming. You get to see everyone post their photos and their videos, and because the companies don't broadcast it the way a collector would, from the different angles and the company broadcasts the piece what they want you to see and what they want you to hear.
Exactly.
Is what they put in front of you. Sideshow Con in the past, it's not to the production level of the Prime One. What do they call that? The Prime One Showcase. If they bring it up to that production, sure, maybe we can live with it a little bit. But the way they do it with it, it's like made for the youth. It's.
I just think they don't hit the new people. They don't hit the mostly hit people that are already in this, checking for their notifications and already subscribed and want to know. It's the person, you know, just going for other reasons that I think you miss out on. But they did the calculus, so they know that if it was worth it or not. Like, I don't know if they reach enough people to turn them into lifelong statue collectors
Yeah.
that it's worth still doing that. I'm just saying you do lose it, but I'm pretty sure they'd be like, it's fine. We could eat that because it's getting very expensive, and they're probably trying to find new ways to get their messages out there. But I miss. There's something different about a controlled message than there is when random people can give their opinions online.
Exactly.
And I think without that, the sideshow things, they're no matter how good, how well produced they are, they're sterile. It's marketing, and it just doesn't have that same feel of like, I'm confident in this my product line. Anybody could come in here and look at it and blast that out to whoever they want to. And a lot of the times, what I've seen was I wasn't even expecting this, but seeing the passion this person had because you trust this person, because this person is not normally tied to this company, and you already built that trust with whoever you follow, whatever influencer, whatever reviewer. That's the power, I think, of like real true, like getting information out from the studio. You can have 1 million and you can have 200 and something views, but if those views of people like I'm like, yeah, if you have what did somebody say, like thousands of views, if Sideshow gets thousands of views but it's not changing anyone's opinion or mind on their pieces because it's marketing speak, nobody's really going to care, you know what I mean? Versus the people like, yo, Pudgy, I know Pudgy loves this character and he was freaking out, and I know he's critical about this last piece, but I want to see that piece in person now. Like, that's where the buzz starts. That's where the hype is created. So
when you guys have gone to cons and Sideshow's been there, is there any kind of like Sideshow representative interaction? Like, is there anything like, do they give out a survey and say, how have you heard about us? Have you bought from us? Are you interested in buying from us now that you see these pieces? Is there anybody there to take a pre-order?
So.
Nothing?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I went to one in New York and San Diego. There was like people in their like, attire, their black shirts and side, big ass on them, just walking around talking to people. And it was always like I said, man, like they came up with like, do you want to pre-order this? If you pre-order this now, you get a 15% incentive. If you order at the con, but then I was like, how much is the price? $700? Hell no, no way.
That's always funny.
But
So I wonder if they did their own little metrics and said, we put effort into setting up shop there, buying the space, setting up these pieces, and yet they don't visually get that much return. Maybe they're missing the point that they do in a way, when guys like Jeff go there and film it and then we take it in. But they see it as, well, we don't need,
Yeah, but even their con videos don't do very well either. So the problem with them is you can't go into the San Diego Comic-Con thinking you're going to be profitable. That's a marketing event. It's a pure expense. That's a write-off.
Yes.
So they have to be. This is just not a good sign, right? Because they have a killer lineup right now.
Yeah.
That if they brought that to San Diego Comic-Con, everybody would be around them. This is just not good as a company. It's not a good sign. It's not like they're far from San Diego Comic-Con. It's right there.
That's another thing. Yeah, it is a local show for them.
So this is a very bad sign.
That is a little,
in my opinion.
Think about it. Everybody's experience, like I got into this from seeing a statue for the first time or a hot toy for the first time at a comic book store physically. These fools will never be in my algorithm in YouTube if it wasn't for that. You know what I mean? They will not reach me ever unless I go to somebody's house and physically see it. I go to Rashid's house and see a fucking giant Carbonite and Boba Fett. I'm like, where the fuck did you get that? Right? That's the only way, because if I don't go to the comic book store, I'm not reaching. I don't know these things exist, and that's what the cons do. So it's like, oh shoot, I don't know that exists. How many stories you hear? People be like, it's a sideshow. Let me look up sideshow. And what the fuck? You down that rabbit hole now? And that's your gateway. At least that's how it
I was like,
happened for me. It's
that
just
first
sort of
free
like
hit.
comic book
Go
store.
ahead, take a hit.
Look at that exactly, and I'm looking at it physically. I would see pictures and still won't be impressed by a lot of this stuff because I didn't see. I would be like, oh, that's
You don't
interesting,
get
but I
the
don't
scale.
know. But when you see that scale, and 1/4 is huge when you aren't used to anything but action figures, bro. So when you see this thing like break up
Yeah.
brimstone, like yo, what the fuck? That's what it takes, and I think that's what they lose. And
I think they need to
I
go
don't know.
back to that. I think
I'm
they need to
sorry.
go back to that
Yeah.
you know, because like he said, like when I first saw the car and the Boba Fett, I saw that it was at a con. This was when Sideshow was just doing regular, you know, 1/4.
Yeah.
When I did life size, I was like, what? You know? So
Uh-huh.
everybody who's a reporter, you know, everybody who has a channel goes and looks at their stuff. You kind of helps you decide if you're going to get a piece. Now, I mean, I'm not saying their stuff's going to sell because their stuff is going to sell, but I think seeing it up close, especially when they was doing New York and XM came to New York, I think that helped, you know, with the sales. I think that, you know, I don't know. I think that helped. I think maybe they should work with another, like XM work with Sideshow and they share the cost of a booth. I don't know.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Have one big area, but Sideshow takes this one, and you know, I don't know.
That's the big thing right now. Like no one knows what Sideshow's going to do with their area because supposedly
They're
Sideshow's going
renting
to
it out.
yeah they're going to lease it out or rent it out. But like maybe it's XM, maybe it's like Prime One, maybe it's Queen Studios, you know, for their bus and all that stuff. But no one knows.
To Carl's point, I think budgeting comes in because when I was doing a little bit of research on it, it said that like their social media team is like down to one person.
Wow.
Their marketing team is down to like 3 people, and that's for the entirety of their footprint. So they were saying that like it was no way that they had a resource that could sit there and man that booth, you know, this year due to their cuts.
Yeah.
But so I understand it from the business owner perspective, but as a consumer, it's a missed opportunity because if I can't see your pieces in person, I'm not gonna lie, I'll get it because it's gonna be cheaper for shipping than if I order it from like a Prime One or something like that, where I'm gonna pay like $400 for shipping. But outside of that, it's like how do you wow me if I can't see it in person and I have to go with like an online picture? I'm just gonna go with whichever one looks better, and generally it's going to be other providers. So I think it's a huge missed opportunity, and they're going to end up having to go back. They're going to regret this.
Yeah, and I know Backkit has some thoughts too on this. Dude, have you ever considered that the general demographic of statue buyers are not lifetime collectors or con attendees? That's absolutely true, but this is more of like discoverability and highlighting it to be the gateway to whatever that path is, whether it's a lifetime, whether it's just one statue. It leads to it's a presence. It's a I exist. Whether you turn into one or not, anybody can look at your statue and be like, oh, I just want this one or two pieces and be done. Or, oh, now I want to collect all of this stuff and be done. It's the exposure though. And so like I think yeah, and that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you have to sell. I'm not saying the industry is crazy big. I'm saying you may lose that. Now, to Carl and to all you guys' points, I don't know their business. They probably bleeding, and it's probably something they have to do. And if they have to do it, they have to do it. And I wish them the best of luck. I'm not saying drop everything and do it. I'm not talking from a business person. I'm not in those boardrooms. I'm talking for as a fan. This would I lose. But they're making that calculus, so they're doing it for a reason. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't or whatever. I'm just saying, but I am going to miss that aspect of being able to see people go, and the message not being so tightly controlled, and people could say what they want because the pieces are there. They look beautiful. They say they look beautiful. If not, they might say it need a little work. But that's it for me.
Again, I think it's a time where it's more it's more nostalgia than anything.
Yeah.
Because nowadays with the technology, they don't have to. With us talking about it and stuff, all you need is someone to tune into a YouTube show and listen to them talking about the pieces. Sideshow mention Sideshow. Oh, then you go on Sideshow's website, and then that's it. The rest is history.
Yeah.
You know,
I guess. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like Bat Kid mentions, about the demographic. So I'm thinking to myself, what exactly is our demographic other than probably largely male? Not exclusively male, but largely male. I mean, we go from our 20s right up until ancient, right here.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the one golden opportunity that they'd be missing is being more prevalent in comic book shops and gaming places where Rashid runs into these smelly people. Okay, but you think of it. I talked to my comic book guy. We talk business a lot, and he stopped carrying Sideshow. He said because people can get them online. They know because it's sideshow.com, so people can get them online at the same price or better,
cheaper
than I can when I get it. And then he goes, there's nothing for me to make. He goes, they're very big, they're costly. I can't keep more than one in stock for each model. And then he goes, when I buy a $600-700 piece, if it's not something somebody wants, I'm sitting on that forever, hoping to move it and make. So Sideshow should do something like make some kind of deal with comic book shops where they're basically like displays, like an affiliate.
That would be great.
Yeah.
So, Sideshow, you vet a company, you vet a comic book shop, make him an affiliate, and send him a few new pieces. To display.
They don't feel they got to do that, Pudgy, though, because my comic book shop guy said the same thing. They don't give discounts to them. They don't have to.
My comic book store,
right. What I'm saying is give the comic book guy a kickback.
Right.
Let him display your pieces. Here, these are these are pieces for display. Yeah. We ain't gonna charge you nothing. You give us your floor space, and in exchange for your floor space, we'll give you kickback when you sell that piece.
I think some of them did it to themselves though, real quick, because like my comic book shop, at least this one, they would buy the pieces, hope that they would sell out, and then mark them up. So like those prices on those comic book stores were like, when they had the power to do so, and they know that you couldn't get, they were like, I'd be like, dude, I can go get this at Sideshow right now for like $200 cheaper than you got it right now, $500 cheaper than you have it right now. It was ridiculous. I remember Rashid telling the story of like some Superman hush that they brought to some, whether it was a convention or something.
Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, it was a New York Comic Con.
You saw it, Cash, and they wanted they wanted $4,000 for it.
That's how my comic book store was around here, and so it was just sort of like to them. But when Sideshow made those it's so big, they like
Sideshow's changed.
Yeah,
Sideshow's changed.
They're going
in the sense
back
that
lower now, right?
They don't need. Sideshow's already at a level. Like back in the day when I started collecting, we had a place here called Silver Snail, and you would walk in, and that is the back end of the shop was all statues, Bowen busts, Sideshow pieces, everything. That's how I got into statue collecting, was through this comic shop. But that's before Sideshow became what it is today. Sideshow was, of course, popular, but it was Bowen. Then Sideshow came into play, very early stages. So of course they used these distributors, these comic book shops, to they depended on them more, right? They gave them better discounts, better deals to bring that product into the comic shops and build that customer, build that clientele. So Sideshow was smart. They were riding the backs of the comic book stores, and now they don't need them. So the deals aren't. You used to be able to get a distributor license or whatever with Sideshow out of the basement of your own home. You didn't need a brick and mortar shop. Now you do, but they used to be able to become a distributor, get the distributor discount with through your own establishment. Let's say an online business, if you want it. They don't need it now. They want a funnel, kind of like what PCS is doing, funnel all the customer, all the clientele through their channel.
Yes, one less piece of the pie to share.
Exactly.
I guess the next thing I'm going to ask is I'm asking this because I don't know. Do you guys think, with the financial times that we're going through right now, that Sideshow, is there a possibility that they'll go under, meaning like go bankrupt? They'll
not Sideshow.
I said that.
Other companies, sure.
Yeah, I see. I
I
see
can
other
say I can
companies.
tell I can say who,
I,
but
I can say
others.
I can
Okay.
take guess, but I don't want to put that energy out there. But I feel like one is on the ropes already, dude.
Yes.
Well,
So
that company that did the little Arnold Schwarzenegger the Terminator bus, they didn't last long. Chronicle, is that it? Chronicle?
that
Dark
sounds about right.
Chronicle.
Yeah.
Chronicle. They did
Yeah,
Jurassic Park stuff too, right?
yeah. They went.
Yeah.
They went under. They didn't last long. Um, if people are not going to be buying statues like that, how they are now, because look,
Yeah.
if you go in the buy selling trade, people are selling pieces that they got. They paid 1,800, and they selling it. They got to sell it now for 1,500. I mean,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
prices of statues are like skyrocketed, so people are priced out.
Yeah.
I could see Sideshow going under if they're not careful.
Yeah,
Any business,
Chronicle.
any
It was
business is
Chronicle.
vulnerable now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even if they go bankrupt, they still can function, right? Can they still be if
They can restructure.
they can
Yeah, it
restructure?
depends
Possibly,
on the
But
yeah.
bankruptcy laws.
They're gonna wait for like someone to like bail them out. Like what happened to like PCS before, right?
yeah,
When like
so
shifting
They
owners or
change,
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
they change owners and pop culture, right?
Yeah. I'm not. Hopefully, no one gets the whole like thing about like I'm not wishing them bad, like any ill will, Sideshow or anything or any other company, But like we did talk about this before, like where companies would either go under or if they'll merge with other companies, So maybe like someone merges with Sideshow or Queen Studios decides to go under Sideshow like entirely
Yeah,
instead of
that
just
that already happened with Connecticut. They got on. I think they were they're not doing well, so Mighty Jacks bought them out. So now Connecticut is under Mighty Jacks.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there's a company right there. I've heard Mighty Max before. I think I got a couple of small though. Yeah.
Yes, Brandon
I
is
think
like the CFO
with-
there.
Sideshow has their hands in all the baskets already. So what more? Right?
I think in this economy, anything can go out of business except
Yes.
maybe the supermarket and the gas station.
Constructive Outrage has an announcement to make. As president, Darth She will be buying Sideshow, and we will be running Sideshow. Just
Will he
kidding,
be
guys.
cutting
Don't come
stimulus to
suing us.
Sideshow? They're
Our
too big
PR
to
will be
fail? Is that what
handled
you're
by-
saying? They're too big.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
I almost didn't run that.
I love that clip. Oh, no, I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about.
Sad. That's what he said.
What that leads me to my last topic of tonight. So John, like you probably are gonna answer this one, but like I'm assuming every single time when I hear this question, what determines the edition size? What's too low or too high? Because everyone, the factory.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, really?
So that's the thing. See, Carl, you say factory. I assume that it's pre-orders. Like a lot of people say it's pre-orders. The amount of people doing
I
pre-orders.
mean the minimum requirement because there's like factors as minimum requirement. So let's say 300 is their minimum. They gonna give like let's say Sideshow. Okay, for 300, this is how much you need to pay us. Now, if it's more than that, let's say 500, 1,000. Okay, we give you like larger discounts and stuff. But there's like a minimum requirement.
To do a run.
Yes. Now,
Okay.
if it goes under that, they're gonna charge like a lot more compared to like maybe 100 pieces. For licensed companies, they have to like charge a lot more just to produce.
It's made to order.
What do you mean factory? You're telling me the Sideshow behind the scenes, that artist doesn't paint all 500 of them by hand?
Stop.
I
Just
thought
the
mine was
prototype.
being painted by Elvian Gabriel Estella.
That's false advertising. If I'm a
Oh
new
man! Hey,
collector,
hey,
I'm
hey, 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 hey.
and if I'm a new collector, I'm thinking that poor guy's painting all 500 of them. I'm thinking that guy's painting
painted
11,000 Vaders by himself.
That carpet on the
He's paying 22,000 eyes, and if one's wonky,
I'm-
you're going to give him
And
shit
the
on the
signatures are done by hand on each one
Oh,
of
God.
those pieces.
permanent kung fu grip.
I guess Carl, since it's factory, like you
At
already
least for me.
stated.
At least for me.
Yeah. But the second part of the question is like you basically answered. I think it has to be a certain amount But what determines like how high it goes up to? Is that the statue company or is that back to the factory?
In my opinion, not necessarily, because like a lot of companies have like their max ES. I know XM they can't go over 1999, but there's like leeways to that. Let's say there's like a variant of like the same thing. Okay,
Yeah.
we can do like 999 for this, 999 for that. So there's like leeways for that. But ultimately, it's like consumers will be, because depend for like companies that do like made to order. It depends on who actually pre-orders.
Gotcha. Okay, John, what do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah, what determines the edition size?
I don't know. It's tough. Factories can play a part of it, but
yeah,
I see what Sideshow did here with that Poison Ivy at that 250, and what do they do? They went to a factory and said, "What's the least amount we can do for this statue?" That's a pretty low amount.
It depends on between the relationship of the manufacturer and like and factories, from what I can tell.
But I don't know. To sit back, what determines? I think the popularity of a character.
Yeah,
determines the edition size. I think
there's a lot of factors, but
there's a lot of factors. Economical state, right? A company's greed will determine the edition size, and really, I want to say that well, at least back in the day, pre-orders used to determine the edition size. That's why you see these companies now going at edition size to be announced, sitting back and waiting to see what the pre-orders are like.
I don't know if it's fair to say a company's greed, because if they can make 1,000 of something and make their money back and make a profit, they probably will sell 1,000 at something at 500 faster than making only 100 of them, making them super exclusive and then marking them up because there's a smaller run.
Well,
if it's greed, you make many as you can sell.
Yes. I think in some instances it can be greed, in my opinion, at least.
Like that Poison Ivy, we had this conversation once, and I said I think part of the reason it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's a very small run, even though it was a very popular, well-received piece.
Yeah.
Because people are not pre-ordering. They're like, I'll wait. And when Sideshow doesn't get any interest, and everybody's saying glowing things about it, but the orders ain't coming in, well, fuck it, Ralph. When we make 300.
Exactly. It's like a shock to the community. It's like a shock. Hey, now we got to keep our eyes open and pre-order. Because then you saw it was a ripple effect. Ivy, and then it was Joker waitlisted, and then it was Harley started to go low in stock, and then now people are talking about the Penguin, but you can already see Penguins to be announced. They haven't given us the edition size yet, but they left the Penguin, which was like the most in-demand character. They left that to be announced in the last one. Brilliant. Because that won't be, of course. So strategically, they're thinking well. But when you look at things like a Vader with a combined edition size of 11,000, I know we keep going back to it. That's just
when you've got boxes of Wolverines, holding open every door in the factory because you got them all over the place. I need a place to put up my feet. Get that Wolverine over there. Exactly. We're not going to make 5,000 runs.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, you never know if that 250 ES, let's say for Sideshow, you don't know that if they might have like eating cost on because of that like low ES.
Yeah, taking a bullet. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, to speak to
for sure, yeah.
The second part where it says what's too low or what's too high. To Pudgy's point with all the Wolverines, when I first got into it, I didn't care about edition size, and I didn't understand why people cared about it until I went to resell a statue that had a high edition size, and I tried to even ask what I paid for it, and they were laughing at me. They was like, "Man, you can get these at like the garage street. Yeah, like we don't have to give you this money for it." So now I just take a view of who the character is should maybe determine the edition size, because if it's a Joker, if it's like a Wonder Woman, like DC Trinity characters, you already know that no matter how many of them you make, those are going to be the ones that people flock to. For other characters, it depends. Like with the Penguin, how often were we getting the Penguin? So people were going to rush to it. So I think it's kind of character driven as far as the edition size, or what's too low and what's too high.
Gotcha. Pudgy, what do you think on the edition size?
No, well, like I said, I think it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy when people don't pre-order. You're sending a signal to the company of the interest. I mean, we may do our shows and we may talk amongst ourselves, but for them, what is genuine interest is how many people are pre-ordering, and that's gonna be a major factor in a company deciding how many are we gonna build. We don't want to sit on too many of these. People don't seem to be interested, so make a small run. So I think our interest by voting with your wallet, literally, is the main thing that determines it. At least now in this economic climate,
I would hate to be a company right now because it's so difficult. Like on one end you have let's say custom pieces and custom projects.
Those are killing like the license statue,
killing the market and selling out immediately. And then you see on the license end, these guys can't catch a break. They can't catch a break.
I have more custom POs than actual license pieces.
And those licensors are paying like, I would say like hundreds of thousands for that license, right? Or like more? I don't know.
As bad as it is to say, it's as bad as it is to say. That's where I think you're going to see a lot of it too, is maybe a crackdown from these license companies. Yeah, because it's taking money out of their pockets, right?
Yeah, and like I honestly see more of them popping up, like customs. Like I remember like 2 years.
What the?
Yeah,
but they're giving us pieces that these license companies wouldn't take a risk on, right? It's you got to go apples to apples and oranges to. They're doing things that people wouldn't like. Let's say, I'm not going to mention any company's name, but like on the Star Wars end, and we're not getting anything Star Wars on a license perspective. So at the same time, I don't know,
because Lucasfilm is like really hard to work with, from what I heard.
No, but like 2 years ago with customs, it was like I wasn't allowed to talk about them. Like, don't mention their name, don't show pictures of their stuff. Yeah. But now, like every stream has customs, like 90% customs now. Yes. It's like, what's going on out there?
Like as I scroll my Instagram, it's like, oh, Sabretooth versus Window. Like I'm seeing like 20 posts from different companies every other day about the latest custom.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I have a feeling like you said, John, that they're going to crack down on it because it's definitely taking money from their wallets. And once your wallet gets lighter, you're like, who's taking my money? But what do you think?
I'm not sure how they would like work that out though. Well, unless actual Disney, Warner Brothers are the ones who like,
of course,
cease and desist. But
is that really worth the time? Retainer.
You'd be surprised when you're pinned against the wall. I don't know. It's tough times, buddy. It's tough times.
What do you think, Rashid? You collect both customs and licensed stuff, and you collect like all scales. Like, what are your thoughts?
That doesn't bother me, because I mix a lot of scales up together. I even put like the 1/10 blob with my X-Men collection.
God, they wish 1/4 blob.
So it doesn't, but I try to keep it mostly, the 1/4 and the 1/3, But as long as it's key, as long as it tells a story, that's what I try to do my displays as, telling the story of what it is. So like my X-Men line will go wrap around with all the characters, until they make that custom blob or whatever, So it doesn't, as long as I'm able to tell a story with my display, because I noticed when my boy's son came to my house, he said that, and he even saw it. He was like, I like how it blends. It goes from Batman to Star Wars to X-Men, So,
yeah, man. We'll definitely see. Like, freaking, I'm looking at custom stuff too, man. Like every day, like. What's his name? I think his name is.
Don't jump into this rabbit hole.
The custom game is just getting better and better. That's the thing. What I like about it, the custom game is getting better and better. And sometimes it gets hard to turn down because there's a certain Darth Vader bust now I want, and that's custom. You don't gotta wait for Sideshow to make it. You don't gotta wait for FX to make it. People out here making what you want is is what people are making. So that's why sometimes when I said to Ang Sing, you gotta step your game up because if you're not gonna make it right, somebody will. And your statue will be sitting in that warehouse, So
Do these discussions stress you guys out in regards to just the economy and where it's headed and seeing, like, do you ever sit back and say, like, hey, like, if they're struggling, something's up. What am I doing? Should I be focusing on purchasing these items? Where am I putting my focus? Pause. Time to retire.
I think it's
Stress
time.
me out?
God.
No, I was gonna say, the economy. I monitor the economy because I'm into the stock market a little bit, and shit's bad everywhere, worldwide, everywhere.
Yeah.
For
Up
every
and
business,
down, from the top to the bottom.
up and
Yeah.
down, from small business to big businesses.
Yeah.
Home Depot just tanked. Tesla did well, and I'll tell you now how this connects to statues, because we're seeing these guys do smaller runs but charge more money, which is a lot like the American car dealers. They
Right.
got these very expensive trucks and cars sitting on the lot. They don't want to lower the price. They're still acting like it's the pandemic, and they're charging top dollar or more. They're marking them up. Tesla outsold everybody in cars in America this year so far. And what did Elon Musk do? He dropped the price of the Tesla. He dropped the price, and the fucking things moved and sold. So maybe a statue company will eventually say, maybe we got to lower the price. Instead of going for the exclusive and bumping it up, we're misjudging the market of how many people are buying these things. Make them more accessible again. Elon Musk made Teslas more accessible than Ford made their cars accessible.
When you just said that, Pudgy, I thought of this.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
The idea. That's an awesome idea.
Do you think it's the sales that's why the statue companies is doing that? Because when you think about it, and I 100% agree, they don't want to say, I don't think they want to say, let's mark down these statues. So it's better to say we have a big ass sale, because at the end of the day, a lot of these statues are still going to sit. I hate to keep saying this. The same Wolverine is still available.
Keep going, Rashid.
Is
Rogue.
still available. Pumpkinhead is 400, I think. It's still available. So I know if I'm running a business, and I remember when the Pumpkinhead sold a lot last time when it was with Sideshow, and it's out now, and it's supposed to be more detailed. I'll be thinking that this thing's going to move. I'm not making no money with this thing sitting on my shelf. I need this stuff to go. So they're gonna have to start doing more sales and stuff like that. Because I really feel, the way I see it, I like to go on YouTube and watch everybody spend their money, because I realize that I hear everybody talking, it's bad. It's bad out there. It's bad. And it is. So it's like, before you go and spend thousands of dollars on a statue, you may want to save your money. If it's a sale and you got money on your check that's that you could splurge,
if you can
do it. Yeah, live your life. I'm not saying don't, but nowadays it's not wise to go and start spending all these monies. Because, real quick story, I remember, any of you guys ever heard of Moissanite?
Moist at night? No.
Is that her IG handle? Moist at night?
Let me look her up.
Yo, Crippler, man. Shut up. No, anyway, it's just something small, but it's just like a lot of these entertainers and rappers, their jewelry is not real. They use this thing called moissanite, which is like, I think, a lab-made diamond, and the diamond tester works on it, but it's not real diamond. It's not that diamond they dig for. So all the jewelry you see them with, they said about 75 to 85% of their jewelry is made Right, made out of
It
moissanite.
has all the characteristics.
Right. So even though somebody takes a diamond tester, it will work.
Yeah.
But it's a lab made diamond.
Yeah, it's like lab
Right.
made meat or anything
Right.
lab made. It's
Right.
it's not.
Fugazi. It's fugazi.
That's the future though. That's the future.
Yeah. But it's just showing that things are changing. It's just I wouldn't be spending that type of money on jewelry.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be spending. So that's what makes. I look at things like if I can't find a sale on a statue, now I'm not rushing to jump for things.
Yes.
If I can make payments, I'll make a take that little small payment. That could go on layaway because I don't need to prove anybody that I got the money to pay it off. No, take that layaway because I'd rather stack my bank account than spend all this money and then when you want to restack your bank account, you can't even sell this piece because everybody now looking for crackhead deals. Because let's keep it real. Everybody want crackhead deals. I get offers all the time with stuff that I'm looking for, and dudes want that meat and potatoes with the coupon price, and I ain't paying.
Don't forget gravy. Please. I better get some gravy too.
I know. You'd be like, "No, I'm good." They'd be like, "Here's another cheeseburger." I'd be like, "No, I'm gonna give you some fries now." I'm like, "No,"
because everybody's looking for a sale now. So it's like I got to do the same thing, It's hard out there. People not buying like they used to.
I'll say the one thing for anybody who's collecting right now is I would say collect because you want the piece for a love of the piece. The idea of buying something as an investment that it's going to return right now, no. Between guys clearing out their collections and the amount of new stuff churning out, the old school idea of I'm going to buy this and I'm going to get more for it later.
No,
that ain't holding up.
They clearing out their collections like crazy, man, like crazy.
Yeah, man. I've seen I keep eyes on these deals and like grails. Like I'll call them grails because they're grails. Their grails are coming up, man. Like people are selling grails right now. It's some of the pictures I have for tonight. This guy's selling a whole table of grails. It's.
But look at the bus that's like 4,200. That goes for 4,200. These guys and they still on the sites, but these dudes go on eBay selling them for $7,000. They think they're gonna get $6,000-$7,000. Bugging out, and it's still, and you can just go make a payment on and get it for sale, and people still trying to sell this bus. They thought it was going to go for a lot of money, So that's why, now with Sideshow when they first respond to stuff, I'm able to get a sale from Sideshow and say, you know what, I don't go to, like that's why I got my mythos because I said, you know what, this is my sale right here. Boom, take off $90-some. I'm good with that, But it's like before you start chunking out that heavy set, if you get that good price, then cool. But I'm not chunking out all this money and stuff like that.
But that's the problem, and that's why we're gonna run these companies into the ground. Us coming here on, and I'm the same way. Rashid, I'm telling you, I am the 100%. I feel dirty paying something retail nowadays. I won't. I can't.
Disgusting, dude. You need to take a shower.
I feel dirty.
Afterwards.
But this is what's running the companies into the ground. Everybody's sitting back and collecting aftermarket at the deals.
Would you say they collect them responsibly?
100% they aren't. That's what I thought Pudgy was going to say when he said, collect. I thought he was going to say responsibly.
I wouldn't step on your tagline. I don't want the lawyers.
John, you were asking as far as a comfort level with the economy. This is just for myself personally, no financial advice to anyone. But it's what's my comfort level? If something happened right now and I lost my job, could I still pay what I'm responsible for paying for the next 6 months? Because I can't eat this schedule. So if I have that put to the side, this hobby is my escape. So I'm still going to indulge in it as long as I kind of do it responsibly. And sometimes I don't have the money to outright get it. So A, I'm going to try and haggle it like Rashid said and get that crackhead price. And then B, I'm going to be like, man, can I put this on PayPal where I get 6 months interest free? Because if I got to even pay the interest, maybe the hobby has a hold on me instead of me having a hold on the hobby. So it's the escape, but as long as it's done responsibly, I'm going to indulge in it. just be responsible first.
Yeah. I'm like the opposite. I'm like, well, no, not to you, just the opposite in general to the situation of like if they go under, but I want to get the pieces that I want to for what I feel like how I would. My vision is complete or my room is complete. Then y'all can go under.
This is a perfect segue. This is a perfect segue.
I'm done.
What up, folks? Sweat game on fleek. You feel me? Starscream out of the box. But I cannot deny you the sweat game. Check it out. This one's gonna be fun, folks. Live unboxing tonight. Already boarded upstairs. That's why the sweat game is locked down, son. You feel me? That's why it's locked down. So yeah, I'm excited. This is the cherry on top, son. Let's do it.
Why did I let people on the internet?
Constructive outrage right there.
That's so old,
Yo,
dude.
Crip, you look like
That-
one of
that's
them Instagram knuckleheads. About to say stupid shit.
I thought he was gonna pull out his
my
lunch.
God.
This is what I'm having for lunch.
I'm
You gotta watch that unboxing because Rashid said Crippler was making the transformer noises and all of that.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely watch it right after. But
Oh man, no, but like yeah, like with the ES thing, it's just sort of like I think there's many factors. I think it's a combination of what all of you guys said. I think that they calculate the popularity of the character, and then they do like, okay, is it worthwhile doing it? If so, what's the ES? What is the factory cost? And then after they get all of that, they'll settle on the ES. I just think I don't think a company will just base it just off pre-orders, even though that could be a factor on if they go with it or not. I don't think they base it, but I think if there's not a lot of pre-orders, there's other factors to see, like if they can still bring it to market or not in a respectful way. Maybe the factory is lower, maybe blah, blah, blah. So I think they consider all of that, and then that determines the final ES. And, like, yeah, because you could just look at freaking I'm thinking of Darth Vader, and be like, yo, we can print a bunch of those things. Though, like, he's going to sell out. Eventually, it'll be 2023, but he'll sell out. But,
man,
yeah. Okay.
man, I honestly thought this was you. Like I'm telling you, I go through these buy sell groups. I thought you were selling all your stuff. I thought this was you right here. I was like, what? Like selling all your stuff.
me?
This guy's yeah, this guy's selling all his like Transformers. I was like, what? This is crazy.
Yo, that is not me, homie. I
I'm
would have bought
telling
them
you,
all
man.
from like. See, some of these
Are you gonna
prices.
go back
They
to
don't.
that? Are you gonna go back to those pictures later on, Steve?
No, this just came out. You want to see them right now? I could tag you on this one.
I
if you
just
want.
want to see what else he had. That's all.
Collect responsibly, Rashid.
I'm not buying nothing. I'm just looking, man.
You can look, but you can't touch.
Yeah. No, I got reserve now. You know what I'm saying? For real, I got reserve.
Yeah, it's second. Think about everything twice before making a move. I'm the same way now.
Yeah.
You got to be content with what you have.
Yeah, I'm not jumping on right away on something just like that. I'll hold out now.
If all of these companies do go under, since we're on this doom and gloom topic, casual, thank you.
We're rich.
I know, right?
Think about it. If all these companies disappeared tomorrow disappeared, and the only statues out there were the ones that are out there in the world right now.
Y'all become. Because people gonna still want statues, but that I think it's gonna be better for the entrepreneur.
Our budget just went up.
And don't get me wrong, I don't want to see these guys go out of business.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's just, the market is just very saturated. That's one of the big problems. And now you got the custom groups and stuff like that. So it's so much out there for you to pick. It's not like I said, when Sideshow was the only thing that was out, it was a little bit easier because if it's that Wolverine, that's the Wolverine. You got to deal with that Wolverine. And they were good, but now how many companies and custom groups are making are making Wolverine statues? It's
Everyone.
crazy.
And still not making the right ones. People still not satisfied with what's out there.
Yeah.
Right. They'll never be
Never be satisfied.
My last two pieces were customs, and they're my favorite pieces right now.
We gonna call you Junior Jarhead from now on.
Yeah,
Jarhead
for a little
Junior.
bit. Yeah.
But now I'm tapped out for a while. I've gone through the statue budget.
But that's what we all say, right? Like we're tapped out. We're tapped out. I know Rashid said that last year. I'm retired. I'm retired.
I
And
honestly
here we
can't
are.
wait to see if I could prove that shit wrong. Not
Oh,
saying
yeah.
I'm never gonna get anything, but I'm really almost full there, just capacity. So we're gonna see.
Like my Batman, I'm done. Like once I get these Batwing, I'm done with Batman. Period. I'm serious.
How
And
dare
like
you.
Blade,
And see, Rashid, because like with me, like Spider-Man is one of my favorite, but with Wolverine and Spider-Man, I could take my time. They're always gonna make one, so I can wait till
Exactly.
they find the perfect. I'm not worried about a Spider. I'm more worried about the stuff behind me and some of the X-Men than I am about a Spider-Man or Wolverine, because they're gonna take many tries, multiple different people, and so like they'll get it right, and I'll be like, that's the one. So I can wait, because I'm not like, oh man, if I don't get this Wolverine, they're never gonna come out with another Wolverine again. That ain't happening.
I call dibs on your Nightfall Batman. Rashid.
Here we go. Here we go.
Got him.
well, that's going to be 5K because that's hard to find.
My budget
You
is
got 5K right now. I'll get it for you.
Okay, buddy.
I'll even
I
drive
thought
it.
we
to
were
you.
friends, buddy.
casual
We were
mess-
friends.
If you meet me in Buffalo, I'll bring it to you.
I'll put
I'm
my,
good.
I'm
I'm
gonna
good in
put my Scully
Buffalo.
on
I
right
don't
now.
know about you. I'm good
Yo.
in Buffalo. I don't know about you.
John is never going to Buffalo again after
Oh,
that.
I know I'll be
injury.
safe with you, so I'm not.
No, I want to see freaking John dressed in Tim's, a car.
Yeah, me too. That's what I
Yes.
Just like,
He's not going to. He's
With
still
all
not
gel.
gonna pull it off. He's still
No
not going to pull
gel.
it off. He's going to gel his hair up with the Timbs.
Or come in a suit like a bad guy, you know,
was thinking,
nice suit. Go
What
like,
you got?
Yeah.
I got a Rashid. What do you got?
Rashid.
Nah, let me tell you something. I don't disrespect the people that live up there, but I hate it every way going up there.
was
When I see girls and I see their addresses is up that direction, I immediately just exit it out.
Swipe left.
Yeah.
Swipe left. Yeah.
So swipe left is the other way. See, that was before my time.
that's
That's the
rejection.
bad. That's the
Same here.
rejection.
I get the joke, but I've never used that. I've never even. That was before my time.
King Banana.
Yeah, it's funny though because like we were hoping that Sideshow would be at these Comic Cons, and now that they're not, we're like you know you guys should be there, and now like it's like not being informed by these companies. I think that's like what kills a lot of the things. It's like we're all assuming, we're all speculating. I know they're going to do a Sideshow Con pretty soon, but who goes and says like, are you going to go watch Sideshow Con or anything? Like,
And you know what's bad when remember they used to do the register and get $10 or $5 in rewards. No, I don't think they're giving it this time. It's bad. I'm telling you, it's bad.
It's funny. We were going to talk about this tomorrow, but not this specific thing. It was just about like without the presence of statues, do collectors still go to meet up, or is it sort of ruined because you're not looking at stuff together and sharing that? Oh, I was there with Casual, Apaji, or Rashid, and we seen this and that. And I think that's a lot of the experience, but I haven't got to experience any of that with you guys. So I was wondering, like, does it deter you guys from wanting to go, or just would you still go just to meet up with you guys and just look at? I don't know.
Comic Cons are religious things for us.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. So that's what it
once
is.
you're a nerd, you can't. You don't want to just stand in the house and just watch YouTube all day and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You want to
you
experience
get
it.
out.
So, and I feel like they're gonna come back eventually. It's just I wish a lot of people would get off this bullshit with this COVID shit all the time. Like knock it off already. You know, I'm seeing everybody outside. Everybody's out there. So enough with it. It's one thing when it was COVID and nobody was.
The CDC has officially announced that it is over. That was like
Yeah.
a week ago.
Right. So, but they still, still with the shipping and all this nonsense.
Oh,
All
Everybody-
of the conveniences
As long
for the
as
companies
somebody-
are still intact,
Right,
but
but as long as-
but everything else isn't.
The thing is, as long as people are using COVID to screw other people over, everybody gonna screw the next person over because they
Yeah.
gotta cover what you're screwing me over. So it's actually everybody's hurting. It's gonna be hurting each other. So
when you said that we're going to be nerds, Rashid, that's how I met Rashid in New York Comic Con. Rashid was like, "Hey man, I'm
was
at
no
the con.
statues
Where are
there.
you at?" he's like, hey, I was like, hey man, I'm sorry, but I'm in line, like, you know, a Capullo. I'm like second person in line. He was like, I'll come to you, man. I was like, oh shit, like he knows exactly what I'm standing in line for, you know, like he understood it. Yeah, I was like,
what
hell
I was
yeah.
going to do is just cut the line in front and just.
Oh, you piece of
Right there.
Yeah,
my partner out
He's
there was
just gonna
big,
show
so
his
I was
credit
just gonna,
card as a badge.
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna do none of that. I'm just gonna cut the line. Yo, get out the way.
I think the proof,
you know, Rashid, you were up here, you know.
I think the proof that we will all still get together was like even this week, a bunch of us went down to Collector's Own where they opened.
Oh, you was down there, Piggy?
Michigan. I didn't make it, but Astro from down here went.
Yeah.
Stats, Jim Mint went. So everybody went just to support the store and to hang out with each other. So I know for sure, like we'll still go.
I'll still go to San Diego and go to different Comic Cons. You know what I'm saying? If people give me the word, I'll still go. I'll still go up there, stuff like that. You know, I think, like I said, I think these guys are gonna eventually come back. Eventually, you know, but do we know when? Nah, we don't. You know.
The key is nobody watch Sideshow Con.
The key.
Nobody watch it.
I just think
We're
that
gonna do a
when
watch
after
party
the
for
golden,
that?
Actually,
I think the golden days of collecting had a price tag to it that's way cheaper than now, right? So it's sort of like when you can get your pieces for 400, like 3, 4, whatever Sideshow was charging at the time, maybe 5. You know, everyone can figure out in their head that they could get that piece or not. But now just they keep going up, and even Sideshow's going up, right? They're like, what are they now, 7?
But Cripple, when you think about it, right? When we all think about it, it was. I hate this, and I'm not trying to say like it's over, but when you think about it, it's been a long run. They had a long run. When I think the bottom out is once they made that life size Hulk Buster, selling for 50,000. All right, listen, you guys had a long run. The game is over. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Sideshow, you reigned for years, for decades, but I think the party's over now.
Because like, how do they make like look at the Maestro, the War Tanks, those big ones? They ain't selling out. Like they're not selling out, dude. Right? Like, are they selling out? I don't know. I could seem like Maestro. I could still go buy it if I wanted to, but
Infinity Bus ain't sold out.
So like those are very high. I mean, like people. There's gonna be people that buy it, but it ain't the masses that they need. So like they charge a high price, but then it's like
J&D selling out.
That's true.
That's quality right there, son. You can't doubt that.
Yeah,
like that's medical
my daughter
grade.
had
You
a
can tell.
J&D. It's a Barbie doll. Yeah, you're right.
Man,
Doesn't matter. We can say whatever we want if you think about it, and it's probably not even collectors necessarily buying it. We don't know. Whatever, that's speculation.
Distributors as well.
But the money, they don't care. They don't care who the fuck's buying it.
Yeah.
They're getting all.
Hey,
their ES is sold. That's all. They could sleep at night. Buddy
buying all those statues.
Buddy over there can talk all the crap he wants because it's selling out. He has the money.
I was telling people straight up that I'm not. People think I'm opposed. If I was doing a themed out like hot toy level, but next level, and
you can't backtrack now.
He was like, you can't talk all of that.
You can't be backtracking, talking shit.
No, man, but you got to keep going. What am I going to do? Quit? That's not an option. You got to keep on keeping on. Life's a garden, dig it. You make it work for you. You never give up, man. That's my philosophy.
I was like, if they give me the right likeness to characters that I like, I can see me doing that in another room.
You listening to this, Rashid? This is who you're going to keep as your...
No, we reaching out. It's an outreach.
Don't try to destroy my campaign.
Bro. Yeah, right. It's an outreach. we don't use deplorables here. We want to just educate the J&D people.
I think
there you go, Rashid.
I think the comic book. I think the comic book shops had a big thing to do with selling statues, and now you go to certain comic book stores, they not selling statues.
Yeah.
I should have posted some pictures because you're right.
That's a big chop in price. That's a big chop in they sales, you know, and it's crazy. So
I went to my comic book store and I was like, "Y'all got Sideshow?" Like, no, but they did this other brand, and it was this other brand. It was like pimping. I'll send you those. I gotta send you those pictures. I took pictures of them. And they was like, these are it was like, these are better than Sideshow, and it was like this, and it was just a brand that it was smaller scale and they could do it, and they decent enough, but at the same time they were just sort of like, you could tell they ain't trying to do Sideshow anymore. They was like, they're trying to find, and it wasn't like a known brand like the DC, was it DC Collectibles or Bowen's? It was like this new brand that I never heard of, but they had every character you can name, they had a statue for it, dude.
Diamond Select.
It wasn't Diamond Select neither. Oh man, I'm gonna have to look it up on my.
I think the 110 Cripple is the one that's like what people mostly can afford right now. That's
it's interesting in the stores now.
No, these are the pipe
you can actually go and buy the whole X-Men collection. I don't know how much the Sentinels go for, but let's keep it real. You can actually get some of the best characters from the X-Men for 1/10, and you can not kill your space in your house. You could just have one table and just have them all.
And the store can display it easily too.
Right. You know, so I mean, you know, it's just, and then storage units also, of course. How many people don't mind? I mean, some people don't mind keeping boxes all up in their kitchen and stuff. I can't have that. So storage units cost money too.
Yo, you just got to use it as furniture, yeah. Like, yo, have a seat on this Starscream box, shipper box, and eat on this freaking Sideshow box.
Well, you guys, I'm gonna get into pictures, but yeah, man, like we'll see what happens. Like the first picture I have to show, it's actually another one like that's worrisome. Is XM Studios announcing they're gonna do away with plaques?
That hurts me.
This is the first one.
Do people really care about the plaques at this point?
I care. I care.
I'd rather a plaque than a coin.
I'd rather
have the coin.
Don't worry, John. That coin ain't gonna last long. It ain't gonna last long.
I know I'm over here shitting on coins, and I'm like, I care about plaques.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I like displaying them like right next to them.
So next pre-order is all I'm getting out of this is that Lady Deadpool is next for pre-order. That's it.
I know, right?
I know they're gonna be sitting on them damn Mr. Sinisters. I know that.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm not gonna get one with Galvatron. What if I had everyone except for Galvatron playing?
I think what's going on now is going to have. I think.
They gave a cutoff.
Yeah, the cutoff. The later thing is probably not going to have plaques and stuff.
Yeah.
The next pre-order, Lady Deadpool onwards, will no longer be issuing display plaques.
I'm guessing this is like next
so
week.
Galvatron will still have one.
Yes.
Collection will be complete.
Anything that's already open for pre-order should have the plaques.
That's right.
Moving forward.
Long as I get my last one, that's fine.
Even XM is hurting. They didn't announce they're doing a replacement. So
XM's hurting because of their latest pieces. I think if their piece, if every piece that they announce have been like their last ones, and people like, yo, I'm selling my Dark Phoenix, I'm selling my custom Sinisters, they would have been like, they would have been happy in a happy place right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of the plaques. I'm looking for a plaque for a couple of my pieces, like the Ultron and the Red Hulk. But like, I think I don't know. This was part of the fun, like when opening the box, if the plaque was there or not. But like, also,
I hate when I don't get the plaque.
Yeah, me too.
Look, I pre-ordered early. Why didn't I get the plaque? What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, and you never know. Like my first Soundwave that I got didn't have the plaque, and then I had to return that one because of damage or whatever. Then I got one from Cosmic Case that I opened up, and I wasn't expecting a plaque, and I was like, plaque! I got so happy. I was like, yeah.
Did Jose's asking? Didn't Art show it off when he displayed his Galvatron today?
Mm-mm.
Oh shit!
I
Didn't know that.
No. Okay. I love XM. But I think Art got the prototype, right? That's why.
Yeah, I think the prototypes don't
Yeah.
usually have plaques. Yay, people like the plaques.
So then our guy Anthony, he got his 1/10 scale Scorpion, and I'm telling you, man, like some people are definitely going the 1/10 route, and you're gonna get a ton for 1/10, man. Surprisingly.
Get over here.
Yeah. It's crazy, right? Look at that. That looks pretty cool.
Toasty.
Finish him.
I was more of a Sub-Zero guy, so like.
I can't wait to play you, Casual. I've been training in the dojo. It's my dojo.
Astro stopped by Collector Zone, and I hope they put up more videos up pretty soon. But I know it happened over the weekend, so they're still catching up with stuff. But it was basically a little Comic-Con for our for statue guys. You know, it was pretty cool to see.
And this is what I mean about people's pics. Like this picture makes the paint look a little better here than when I seen it initially. So like when normal people can go and use their photography too in real worlds, it could actually help as well. Yeah. Like display a piece in a better light. If you got camera skills.
Yeah, that too, right? H-Stats was there. Astro was there. Collector's Table. What's his name again?
Adam, Collector's Table.
Adam was there. Yeah. Some of the other guys were there too. Sick was there. Yeah. It was cool to see. Gem Mint, you know, your boy Gem Mint was there.
Minty Fresh, baby. Was he Minty Fresh when y'all? Nobody here went.
No.
I wanted to know. Was he?
I didn't even know there was like this. So.
It was cool to see, but like, yeah, Astro, like I think he's still loading up some videos, so awesome to see more stuff.
Well, congrats, Marcos, on a successful event. The people who went just came back saying nothing but glowing things about like the hospitality, like the fun they had. So that's good to see when the community could get together and have an excuse to meet each other and look at statues.
Yeah, he said the first of many, so it'd be cool to see summer, winter, and all that stuff. So it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Then this guy Brian got his or he got this Yoda. Is this legendary scale or
life size? Right? Legendary
scale.
Look at
this
that.
Looks
thing.
amazing.
It does, right?
That's a nice setup right there.
It's Sideshow too, man.
It's Sideshow, this is cool.
This looks really good.
That's dope. Yeah.
And the light up saber, like that's where it's at.
I love that freaking Maul, and I love that Vader. I love them both. Right, those both mythos, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the R prints go well with them too.
Nice
like,
display, nice, well displayed. Yeah.
The TV's down there. You know, get rid of the TV, add more statues, but it's okay.
Yeah. You need a TV because how are you gonna watch the shows? Come on.
He's got a Donald Duck up there too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And there he is a little closer.
He's starting to ship because I see like a couple people with these.
Looks good, man. I love the hair. I love the paint. The sculpt is all there.
Base is cool.
The base is really cool. It's like that droid, right? Cut out.
Which one you guys like more? I mean, I know the mythos is smaller and it's its own story. Which one you like more? This one or the mythos?
In your collection, this one. In my collection, mythos. Right? Because you could put this with your life-size stuff, and then it'll scale really well.
I see the mythos one with the man bun.
Yeah.
Oh, I like those.
I like the Mythos one, man. The Mythos one has like a cool.
Yeah, I like
jumping.
And I don't call it man bun. I call it a samurai bun. You know.
Samurai bun, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The top knot, baby.
I'm not used to like seeing Yoda like with that one. So.
You see this Daffy Duck? Is that Daffy Duck?
Yeah, Donald, son. That's Donald.
Donald Duck. My bad.
Oh shit.
Donald Fett.
Donald Fett. It is. Look at the helmet.
It says Darth Rashid needs that Donald Duck bounty hunter. Complete the collection.
Yeah, you can't have a collection without that one.
I think they're a little rare stuff. Those Star Wars.
Disney.
I think that piece, though, all respect to this dude. I think that Donald Duck's piece, it is everything wrong with the Disney Star Wars right now.
That's true. I can see that. Yeah.
Get the hell out.
It's bad too, man.
No, but this is a freaking dope. I like the Rancor he had on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is dope.
Oh yeah, some Zelda stuff down here. Like, Crippler,
look at Link. Look at Link. Yo, you gonna get yours soon, right?
Yeah. I just got home right before the show, so I gotta open up some stuff.
Oh.
So we did a review on freaking Guardians of the Galaxy, like Crippler and I, and big thank you to you, man. Like I rewatched that thing and I was like, I kind of want to watch it again, you know? But I'm so busy this week. But yeah, it was an awesome movie. If you guys haven't seen it yet, freaking go watch it. It's awesome movie.
Awesome movie and a fun episode, dude. Thanks for doing that. It was good to talk about it like without worrying about spoilers and stuff.
Do you guys watch it? You guys like it? Anybody watch it?
I liked it. I had to think about it again when I came out of it, but it was good. I liked it. I think that I think the Guardians of the Galaxy's recipe should be their recipe, and that's it.
100% agree.
Marvel went and took what made it them, and then they figured, let's put this in all the Marvel movies, and made so much serious shit into a joke.
Yeah.
You know, Guardians of the Galaxy is acceptable. You know, it's just they did that with so much of Thor and everything else.
Oh yeah, I hate that with Thor.
Oh
yeah.
See, Crippler, Rashid watched our episode, man. You'd love to see it, right? That's literally what we said the whole night.
No, that's cool. And the thing is, the word of mouth has been strong then because it only had a 42 to 47% drop, which is huge for something that opened so big. Meaning it was really good. It didn't drop like 70% like some of these other Marvel movies.
Yeah, but how much did the movie make though?
I'll have to look. Like when I looked it up, the only thing I looked at the drop because that lets me know that okay, if they continue doing this, it's gonna be super successful. But I'll get those numbers and we could talk about it tomorrow because I'll get a go breakdown on the box office. But yeah, no, it's I think it's really successful. I think the quality is there.
Do you guys think that maybe it's just that these superhero movies? I'm just asking. I don't think it is, but do you think maybe the superhero movies is just going into a slump because maybe people are tired of them?
I think it's pure
or maybe
quality.
the writers.
I think it's all quality and writers. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a quality too.
Watch that Flash movie where Ezra Miller and all gonna make bank. I guarantee you, because Batman's are in it.
Oh,
that shit gonna make so much money, dude. Watch.
100%.
I want to see it. I'm not even gonna jump and say I want to see it first.
I want to see it too, but I kind of want to watch it with John because it's John's favorite Batman and John's like most hated Batman on the same screen.
Exactly. Can you imagine?
Think about it.
I don't even think I'll be able to watch it in theaters. To be honest, we'll see.
Black Adam, Fury of the Gods, all didn't do well according to their numbers. Flash with negative Ezra Miller stuff in there, not gonna matter. Because if there's Batman's doing some cool shit, and if the movie's good, well written, and everybody's saying it's awesome, that's gonna prove out that the people want just good quality stuff. Nothing else matters. You know what I mean?
People want good Batman. That's what's gonna prove.
People want good Batman. Or with the Guardians, if Guardians successful, look, flop. Yeah. And then if this one keeps doing with these small drops. Look, 62 million so far domestically. That's great because Guardians 1 didn't even do that in the second week. So it's tracking already better than Guardians 1. But yeah, no, and Guardians 2.
No emo.
Did you watch it yet, Pudgy?
No, I have not.
It's a good movie. Like I definitely, if you can't watch it in the theater because it has awesome special effects and the sound is amazing. So.
You know what I found out that we didn't even talk about? The sets were all practical, and none of them were practical in Quantum Mania. So that's why it looked physical when they were going through the hallways.
Yeah.
When they were going through the towns, they built them. You know what I mean? So it wasn't all done on a screen. And one of the things me and Casual talked about was like it looked good. It didn't look like CGI soup or a CGI fest. It had CGI, but it looked good. It had weight to it, had presence to it. And then I find out after the fact that, oh man, no, they build out sets. They were in rooms. They were physically touching stuff. I was like, oh, that helps.
Awesome,
we'll see
awesome
how fast.
movie.
We got to take bets as to how many weeks it's going to take for Ezra Miller to lose his job after the movie release.
It's super. As soon as the movie's like close to being done in the box office, thank you for here you go. Here's your walking papers. Son.
He's gone.
I don't know. He's been out of trouble long enough, and people got a short memory. And if this movie does very well,
out of everybody, they're just going to keep Ezra.
They cannot.
They were going to can him. They should have canned him a long time ago.
But just like the guy from Shazam, they're waiting to the movie.
Yeah, right after the movie, they're like, "What? Anybody who got fired from DC their movies were done or not in production, and then anybody who was tied to it, they didn't until after. So I think it's just that
he might have some Hollywood dirt on a USB stick on something.
Yeah.
Might be. And then this one's for John. John, did you see this one?
I saw this. The Kilmer.
It's crazy.
Val
Huh?
Kilmer, baby. That's best
I
Batman,
can't get past
right?
the bat nipples, to be honest.
Yeah, no bat nipples.
I like that weapon, that wall. That's cool. I'd buy
Why
that.
were those bat nipples so pointy? They look like weapons.
Hey, don't judge.
How come I don't see too many people showing the or maybe they'll show it here, the Superman versus Batman diorama that's up on the right, to the right. Yeah.
Right there, yeah.
I don't see too many people showing that piece off.
That thing is like, I think 42 inches wide and
big,
it's
expensive.
like, yeah, it's huge. It's like a dinner table.
Wow.
This is nice.
You like bat nipples?
Well, it's not about bat nipples. It's just the representation, right? It's
Look at all
Yeah, it represents bat nipples.
Some people grew up. This was their Batman.
There you go.
This would have been Keaton, right? This would have been the next Keaton film.
Look at those switch outs, man.
Yeah, the weapon wall.
Rumor has it he stepped down because of the nipples. He's, I'm out.
Is that Prime 1? That's custom.
Prime 1.
Wow.
That wall's cool.
Yeah.
So you know why Keaton didn't return for that last one when they got Val Kilmer, right? He didn't. It was Schwarzenegger. They got him to play Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
They had already got into it at a previous movie chain or something like that. So he went to Warner Brothers and was like, "It's either me or Schwarzenegger," because he was the Batman at that time. Warner Brothers thought Schwarzenegger was a bigger name, so they was like,
"Wow,
ice to meet you, breathe, breathe."
That movie was horrible, man.
It was.
That movie was horrible. I don't know how you guys watch that crap, man.
It was terrible.
Not with you.
It was
It's
terrible.
the best Batman movie of all of them.
Val Kilmer, best Batman.
Better than this campaign. I'll tell you that.
What?
I'll tell you, bash Batman.
You see this thing? Our guy Chris actually got the Sideshow OG Grey Hulk.
Dope.
It actually looks good, man. I've never seen this in person. I want to see this in person.
I know people who love on it. I know people who hate on it. I think for this time, this thing looks crazy. But
This will hold up for forever.
I think because it's a solid piece and it's heavy, solid. It's a solid piece. So
it just looks so Kirby, though, right? Like, it's just,
yeah, I'm just not. Salute to Kirby. I'm just not a fan of Kirby's Hulk, but I mean, is it, and I like the green anyway, but it represents the golden era. If you know
Exactly.
Yeah.
so it still carries a respect to it because it's just for a respect to him. That's
Rashid, if you went back to that era, today in a DeLorean, and you said,
I like how you brought that back.
And
It's
you
the only way to
said
go.
the question, Sideshow going out of business, people would have said, "What? You're crazy. You're crazy."
Because they was the hardest company out at that point.
They were pumping out.
Yeah.
Legit, like they were pumping
Sideshow
out
was
stuff.
the top tier for me. I didn't know nothing
Well,
about
remember
it.
the Abomination?
Abomination.
Yeah, that was cool.
Doom.
Yeah.
Thor. That whole line was
Spider-Man versus Hulk.
Even the Spider-Man comiquette with him hunched over with the camera around his neck. Oh
yeah.
Oh man.
What's the going price for the green and the gray? You guys know? I haven't seen them for sale. I saw one.
3-4.
I saw it for
the
$7K.
green. Yeah, the green is 3-4. The
Well,
gray is.
Didn't Sideshow do an auction one time? I don't know how much it went up to. I don't know if it went up to 5 or
11.
6. 11? Wow.
I think 11. It was for They used to do this annual auction for pieces that like warehouse finds.
Mm-hmm.
They used to do this annual auction. A lot of artist proofs would hit the market and stuff. But one of these hit one, and this is years ago. My God, and I think it went.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Above 10K. Yeah.
Dang.
Didn't they do a red one like that too?
No.
It's just that this piece was solid though.
And I think there's only 150 the edition size.
I think it was all solid and stuff.
Yeah.
crazy.
While Jose said, I purchased the OG green at $325 when it was go for $800.
Damn.
I
He
could
said
have
sell it
got.
to you for $1,900. Come pick it up.
Oh, that's not bad.
No box.
Casual. Come on, let's go.
Wow,
I'll never do that again.
He says pick it up.
You got some bubble wrap?
Weekend at Jose's. That's it.
Hey, Casual, can you go back? I've never seen those eyes, dude. That looks so dope. Like I've never seen this piece close. Oh man, I can see.
It looks so comic right there. It's perfect.
Yes,
It does look like a comic drawing.
I know my boy Fado hates this piece, but I could see why. Like, but I do like this. I think he just doesn't like the price people charge for it. But,
yeah, I feel like a lot of people that don't like it is because of the price. But
yeah,
I'll be honest with you, and like I said, the only reason why I would show love to it is Kirby, but I'm not a fan of this piece, and it's not because of the price. I seen, it's not because of the price.
Mm-hmm.
It's a piece of history.
They got so many good Hulks too.
And then he also shared these guys. I think this is a Sideshow right here, right?
Yeah. And that's custom with the hood. Yeah.
I like that Ben Raleigh one.
And this is another one.
See the dome in the back?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there he is. Look, I'm just chilling.
It looks good right there, though. I like how he's angled like that.
Yeah.
And you know what? As
got the
much as
RoboCop.
they made custom thrones for Doom, I still don't think I seen one that's better than that Sideshow Doom. Even though, it's an older piece,
Yeah, look, I completely agree with this. IKEA needs to bring back those damn Besta doors.
Oh, those are Besta doors?
Famous
Yes.
the Tombo doors.
The combo, yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, then I saw this one.
Oh god, that looks horrible.
I like that piece. That looks good.
That's MODOK. Yeah.
It reminds me of the Bowen one, to be honest.
Yep.
As long as you keep the teeth like that. I mean, if XM was to do a MODOK, and they did it like this, I definitely would get it.
Yeah.
MODOK could have been so cool in the MCU, and then you see Quantum.
Yeah, they made it.
Yeah, that's what, like
Look at that.
I guess I won't bother to see Quantum Mania.
Is this a custom piece?
So bad.
Yeah, custom. Yep, it's quarter scale too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, then I saw this one in the same group, and I was like,
Oh.
dude, look at that shit. I like his portrait, man. His
All
hair.
right, that's a good
Is
sculpted.
this all sculpted?
Yeah, so like get a little bit more.
That's hot.
It's all sculpted.
Yeah, that's hot.
Looks tight. I like the scene right here. Put that song on.
That's nice.
I think this is my man. I think. Oh no, I'm in the group though.
I bet you that thing lights up with a cord too. XM.
Yeah.
So
I
I feel
like how Anakin looks.
yeah, Anakin does.
They
look
need to
badass.
They need to do some work on Obi-Wan's hair. They'll make it look a little more realistic.
Oh, look, it says it's just a render. This thing looks like it's printed out. This looks really good.
See,
Look
these
at that.
renders is where they get you.
Yeah.
Then that
And that
portrait
right
comes
there.
out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Then you get the production. Or
You
the
see this? He
prototype
says,
piece.
and it's
He has a
wrong because
point,
Ben
yes.
doesn't have the high ground.
You were the chosen one.
Oh, look at this one.
Hey, there it is. There's the stats for
The
Starscream.
Aerospace Commander conquest is made of the ashes of one's enemies, and like I was gonna put Crippler's face right next, but I was like,
Look at that, dude. I love this piece so much.
did it arrive in the palette?
Yeah, I give
Wow.
FedEx props because they didn't try dollying that thing. They was like, check.
Yeah, but was this one box? One box?
Huh?
There's
It was
one
one box in a
I'm
pilot
surprised it's on the pallet for like one box.
for one box. And then I was like, can you take the pilot back? Or she was like, no, that's being responsible for that. I was like, okay, thank you. I was just happy that she put it on a pilot and then jacked it over here or whatever. But man, This was a fun day. This was a great day because I like at 9 before 10 a.m. It was at the door. My wife said, "Did you get something else?" I was like, "No, that's the Starscream I ordered a while ago. It's just getting here." She's like, "Oh, it's here
a while ago."
Yeah, it's already paid for.
Yo, you should see
Don't
the
worry
video.
about it.
He's flying. He's acting like the plane is transforming.
I'll definitely catch the replay. I gotta watch that. I gotta clip it, by the way. So yeah. Yeah. Congrats, though. I know you were looking forward to this one, and I'm sure it turned out to what you expected, right, or way more.
Oh man, yeah, and I'm still taking it in. I keep taking a peek back and just like, okay, I gotta shift them a little bit and do this. But as far as the detail, all of these transforms, how do you pick your favorite one? It just has to go to character because they're all so well done.
You just say that's your Star Wars Transformer collection. You like all of them.
Palette giveaway.
I know, right?
Constructive outrage palette giveaway at 200 subs.
There we
Autograph.
go. Palette, just the palette.
Autograph.
Yo, autograph. I'll autograph it if you want.
There you go. Autograph that stuff.
I still gotta get. Did you put that?
This is my income tax. I wish I would do.
Nah, you know what you should do? Mail that to Archangel.
Wow.
Dude, the palette.
Did you ever end up selling that J&D piece, Rashid? The one that you were showing off?
Nah.
Not yet?
I actually donated to the homeless and stuff.
You oh,
With
wow.
the dick mark on it and everything.
Jeez. And our guy Elijah, he got this one, and then he got this one, and
That's
this
the
one.
Iron Studios joint, right?
This is yours, right, Crippler?
Yeah, I love that piece. But I think the Punisher was the Iron Studios joint. Right?
Yeah, Iron Studios.
You know that Break Your Brimstone
That's-
goes well with the
that's
Loki.
Yes,
That,
Loki custom that Cash
the
got.
one that Cash got, it looks perfect together.
Yeah, it does. Breaker of Brimstone, baby. Oh, look at that dynamic just out in your face.
Yeah.
Just in your face.
Our boy Elijah dropped these pictures, and he got this one. This one looks good, man. Like I haven't
That's
seen
a
this one in
good piece.
person.
I'm glad I got that piece. I slept on it in the beginning, but that's a good piece.
Oh, I got the Batman who laughs. I like how this guy Elijah isn't scared to mix these up. He mixes all of these up with
He's constantly tweaking his displays too. Like I'll see some pictures and then he'll show me some more, and I'm like totally different. And that's you could tell like he likes tinkering and playing and trying new things with his collection. It's just dope.
How you guys like that Punisher?
I love this thing. I know a lot of people.
People
don't like
saying
it,
this is their favorite. Anyone I asked about Punisher, they're like,
that
yo,
smoke effect is
Iron
cool.
Studios. I'm like, Iron Studios, you say?
What you don't like this one, Rashid?
No, I do, but I guess it was growing on me when I seen it. I don't know. I like the Iron Studios one more, but this one does have size.
Oh, this is the Sideshow one. This ain't the Iron Studios one because it has the mask, the paint, the face paint, right?
But Elijah, thanks for sharing these pictures. And this is it's guess who this is? Crippler. It's me, Evan.
It's me, Evan.
Yeah. He went to an anime con with his girlfriend at the time. Now, who is his wife now? And,
I like that outcome better than at the time. And
at the time,
Yeah,
right?
I thought that was going to be something else. Yeah.
It's cool to see. I'm glad. Like I posted this like to hoping that more people would share their memories, and I'm glad Evan of all people shared. Got a face behind the name.
I totally missed this post. I was like, oh, congrats.
We'll have to do it one more time over the weekend or something. But yeah, it's cool to see that. Oh, and I saw this collection. This is awesome. So
The
this
chair.
guy.
Oh, I know this artist. I keep forgetting his name.
And then he puts him right next to a statue. That looks
Oh,
badass.
that's dope.
This looks badass.
Oh, that rogue is pretty.
No,
Is
I
that a
don't know.
custom?
I don't know. I think it is. I've never seen this one.
That's a Sideshow, I believe. That looks like a Sideshow.
You never seen that Sideshow Rogue, man?
Is this
It's got the Sideshow base.
Yeah, but they just changed the portrait.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that portrait is what's doing it.
Yeah, that was the only problem with this piece was that the portrait looks like it was like anime, and some of them had crooked eyes and stuff like that. But that portrait makes it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty.
with like comics right next to it. They got the Sideshow Storm with that comic.
Where's
And
Sabertooth's like hand? Like
I know I
right
was gonna say, but like not trying to embarrass
I
him.
like
you
the
know,
cover on the comic book. I like how that storm look. Yeah, that's hot.
Like XM Studios Storm right there.
Mm-hmm.
They got the Jean Grey. Man, look at her, man. She's beautiful, man. Like that's like one piece I always miss. But like,
Butts and boobs.
Yeah, that's a
Butts
nice
and
piece.
boobs. Butts and boobs. Butts
and then
and
this picture's cool. Boom.
Oh yeah, that's great right there.
Sick.
His excellent.
I want his Emma Storm. Where'd he get it from?
His Cyclops is hot too.
Oh, the Blackbird. Oh, okay.
I need the black suit, Emma. That's part of my vision for my X-Men is a black suit.
Wow.
Is this Gambit custom too, or is this?
Yeah, it's a
That's a Sideshow.
I have that Omega Red right there behind with the braids. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think Jarhead had that one.
Yeah.
Piece.
That's a nice display right there.
It's beautiful, man. And then so this guy Herbert, this is where I took my inspiration from with my setup. He never mentioned what type of shelving he used, but this is literally where I copied it from.
Oh, that's nice.
Yo, you see that man bat? Let me see, get a zoom in on that man bat.
Oh, the one on the corner?
Yeah, right there.
That one right there.
Dang. I've never seen that.
He told me that he did that Killer Croc himself. Because I was like, hey, where'd you get that Killer Croc? Is that custom? And he's like, yeah. And I said, who did it? And he said,
that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, he did? Wow.
Yeah.
There's a ton of pieces I've never seen before. This Batman always like, I think it's like be forever right here. Bunch of OG stuff. But yeah, his setup is definitely what inspired me to do my stuff like that.
Wow.
Reorganizing, touching it up, cleaning it up, and then putting it in the back.
Dark side of the Force.
I like the little plaques next to him. The little,
Yeah, I was wondering what those were.
See that custom Huntress? Move to the right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think
It looks nice. To the right, yeah. I always thought Huntress was sexy, man.
Yeah. I love that one, that Prime one.
That's how I'll be thinking about getting her again. So.
yeah, those look awesome. The corner right here.
Yo, look at the Riddler. You see the Riddler over there?
Oh, Pimp Riddler. I ain't pimping that Poison Ivy.
Oh yeah.
Yo.
Oh, Two-Face. You see this thing?
That Catwoman has a Selena Williams ass. You see it?
Serena Williams.
Look at how thick her body is. That's some thickness, man.
What up, D-Flex?
You're gonna need a lot of
Serena Williams.
with those speedy juices you need.
Yeah.
Oh, he even has the coin trick going up. That's cool. Look at that thing.
I guess he has a what you call it? Sheen?
the 3D printer.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You look at that Catwoman. Zoom in on that Catwoman just like in this picture. Right there.
That's the perfect angle. I'm
gonna
telling
go
you.
around. I know.
There we go.
Look at that. Play tennis. Look at that.
This is a tennis ass. You gotta play.
Oh, this is the other side. I love when people take pictures of like where they sit out and stuff. Yeah, I love this.
Yeah, he get his booze going. Read a book.
Catwoman has some juice. Oh, and this got for a Crippler, man. So they're doing the new game came out for Zelda.
Is that a statue or render?
I think it's a render, but people are
Render, but yeah, it's already up for pre-order or something.
Yeah, yep.
That looks kind of hot. I like that.
Right? I like the base. The
That's
base looks,
dope.
yeah.
I got the new Switch. I got the Switch with that theme on it. It looks pretty dope.
Yeah.
Man.
We'll see.
You should definitely get. I don't know if you're into the Zelda games, but the new one is freaking awesome so far.
No.
I still gotta play the new one before that one.
The last Zelda game I played was the first one, and that was it.
Man, I remember there was no internet or anything. Look at these guys.
So one of our guys, Jerry, posted this picture under that post I put up, and he got to meet the what do you guys call him? The Green Ranger, the White Ranger.
That's the Green Tommy, right?
That's the Green Tommy. Yep. He got to meet him.
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers guy. Yep.
What up,
That's
Jerry?
why he wore that white leather.
You know, that's the one that committed suicide.
Yeah,
Oh, he committed suicide. Oh, then I thought he's the Green Ranger though. I thought he's the green one, right?
Both, right?
Yeah, he
He's
did both.
the green, and then he became the white.
Yeah.
Cool to see. And then Joshua posted this up. This is like the Bowen collection of Thors. I thought this was pretty cool. I've never seen this one.
The middle one's a Kodo.
Oh, it's Kodo? Okay, that's probably why. Yeah.
Kodo.
But doesn't this like look to me? It looks like freaking LBS right here. Look at that. That looks really cool.
Who did the one on the left?
I never got that one. Which one is that one?
That one. Yeah, who did
This-
that?
Oh, that one's nice right
That's
there.
Bowen.
That's
Yeah.
Bowen.
I like the spinning hammer.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like the one that Sideshow did. The last one they did. I think that one came off also.
Yeah. But I love when people post up old stuff. This is the one I was telling you guys about. This guy, all bangers, right? He's thinking of selling everything that's on this table to go.
I think he said he's selling XM stuff too. Did he say that?
Yeah.
Sam, you want another war tank?
Yeah, he's got another war tank. I'll get two. That would be the dumbest thing ever. Well,
Yeah,
getting
that's
one
bad.
is probably the dumbest thing ever. But I'm actually excited. I got a place for it. We'll see.
Yeah,
But man, you got so much like the Hush. I don't know what type of Optimus those things are, but
yeah, the Optimus is a little too much, man.
Yeah, I can't- I
it
can't
needs
really
two
see
bars
it.
to keep the rest of that crap up. I'm like, come on, man.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he has the 2 bars right there. Look, you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Like you were not
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah, and
God
it needs
damn.
it's supported by those bars and stuff.
Yeah. It's sort of by that Dragon Ball Z character right now.
He said he's selling all his stuff, even his Dragon Ball Z stuff.
No, so he was saying like he wants to sell all his Marvel and DC stuff to get more anime pieces.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
More focus, you know?
You know, I think it's more safer to collect your lines instead of one-off pieces sometimes, because they usually sell quick. You usually want to sell your one-off pieces quicker.
Yeah, this is crazy grails right here. Did you guys see this thing? This thing's the Scarlet. This came out. This Visionary came out, but this Scarlet is coming out.
Not
love
bad.
On the Vision.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Is that Ultron's head right there?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
She just looks a little bit more like Raven from Teen Titans to
She
me.
looks like a teenager in the face.
Yeah. I wish they would have made her pants red so I could see the shape of her body.
That's very important.
Look, she looks a little thin there, you know?
Oh yeah.
There you go, Rashid. You can see it.
Not more. I need more voluptuous than that, bro.
She looks like an anime character for me. Her
Yeah,
eyes.
the face, yeah.
After the Catwoman, you got to come correct, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Do you think because we seen that Serena
Yeah.
Williams ass, and that was just like hard
All
to
right.
go back.
I like this better. I think why did they not keep the whole costume red though? Or pinkish red? I don't understand. I think they should keep the leg, don't make the legs black.
It's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
red.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah, right there she looks young, but if you go to the other portrait,
Yeah, that
Yep.
one looks. That's
she has like
perfect.
that little phoenix thing going on, you know,
Mhm.
but she looks calm. So, and she has what's the actress that plays her? Because she got some big ass things too.
Elizabeth
The actress
Olsen.
yeah, Olsen. Yeah, she got the Olsen chest right there. So I don't know.
I like how simple the base is on this one.
Yeah. Mind you, the
Yeah.
Danger Room though, the XM Danger Room.
Oh
Doing
yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah.
danger room. Oh, Jesus.
time to get into some memes. So it says bedroom, kitchen, bath. There's a floor plan. Star Wars collection.
That's about right.
Then we get into Batman's daily workout. Things about his mom and dad. Then he goes Superman's daily workout. Freaking bastard.
Oh shit.
Oh, so this one's. I'll read through this really quick. How to use Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu against a bear. 1, wait for the bear to make a move. 2, when it attacks, duck and shoot in. 3, take its back. 4, it won't be able to reach you with its short arms. 5, go for a rear naked choke. 6, when the bear passes out, it will fall forward. You did it. Number 7, now snap out of your fantasy and realize you died. Somewhere around step 2.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Visualizing. This was for Crippler right here. Visualizing in the mirror the man I want to be.
I don't want to be a man. I want to be a robot.
When you need curtains, but you're on a budget.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, that's a great idea.
Some
It works, man.
Multi-purpose.
Yeah. Reject modernity. Embrace.
Oh, I remember this guy.
Modernity, yeah. Embrace tradition.
But yeah, do y'all remember these seats and stuff?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hamburglar jail outside.
And the
Yeah.
dirty ass playpen out there.
Yo, can you imagine this COVID now with all that dirty kids touching shit?
We're immune to everything, man. We'll be
Jumping
outside.
that
Yo,
dirty
you know what's
outfit
funny?
and then slide down that dirty tube slide.
You know what's crazy? They don't really advertise Ronald McDonald no more, man. What happened? What, they
No.
retired his ass or something, man?
Yeah.
It's because of white face or something.
He looks so much like Pennywise.
With the red hair.
The white face.
I don't think that's
stupid, bro.
Your grandma really saw this couch in the 70s and was like, yo.
No, my
like
grandmother
French
would say
toast.
that. She would have said, put
It look like
plastic
French
on
toast.
it.
Yeah.
Put plastic on that thing. You try to lay down on that.
You stick to it. They gotta peel you off.
They don't know that plastic like with some beads on the doorways.
It says, therapist, when was the first time you experienced anxiety? Like, I playing these old school
my
games.
God.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah.
Deep inside my downloads folder.
Shit.
Yeah, mine needs to be cleaned up pretty soon. Receptionist at the dentist office looking you. This is funny. Looking you straight in the eye, asking if you're available 6 months, 1 day, and 3 hours from now.
Yeah, I don't get that. Book it.
Yeah,
That's what I said. I'm
Figure
just
it out
like,
later.
maybe I'll figure it out when it gets closer.
this one's funny. I got this from Cash's Facebook group.
Oh man, they killed this one. This
The
one was-
DiGiorno pizza.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect the joiner like that.
Oh man, whoever made this is
Yo,
hilarious.
come on, man. Y'all know that look like pizza, bro. That look like the school lunch, man.
Man, was this it's me, Evan? I know one of the people we did.
I think it was Evan. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was. This one was funny. Like, there's no caption needed for this one.
Yes.
No, you just gotta hit that shit.
Hit the crap out of it with the satellite on top, with the antenna.
Antenna, baby. They didn't have satellites at the time.
That's the rotary.
Unless you had WTO,
WHT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Nathan's Wonder Woman. I think this is
Oh,
Alex
nice.
Ross, right?
That's a Wonder Woman right there.
Like super strong.
I mean, that's how she's portrayed. Like when they portray her as an Amazon, you know, she is that like beautiful but big.
But don't fuck with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Pudgy and Rashid, did y'all see the Linda Carter one? I can't remember which company makes it, but it's a Linda Carter one.
Yeah,
Prime one.
That's a prime.
The
whistle.
big prime one you're talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
It looks
did it
nice.
like true to life.
Yeah.
This looks really good, man. I love the base, and she looks great and so simple.
Stitching on the boots.
She looks a little thick though.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Muscular
saying?
thick.
Are you saying she looked China like?
China, hell no. I said thick. Like she's thick. She has a nice body, but she been eating some cupcakes.
Okay.
It's a trap.
a little bit of she had a little bit of cheat day.
Yeah. Some beans and rice. You've been eating too much beans and rice.
And Bad
She
Bunny sliding a glimpse.
She started dating El Guado. Part of eating Mexican.
This is the XM Studios Batman Dark Knight. Looks good, man. I really like this.
I think this piece came out pretty good.
Yep.
I wasn't a big fan of the pose, but overall it looks really good. Like the cape is all freaking sculpted. Batman looks legit.
Yeah, I like the teeth and the
Yeah.
Oh, okay, China. Okay, now I get it.
You get it. Right?
Yeah.
WWE people got it.
Oh, and then this guy posted this. This is the only picture he posted.
Yeah,
Omar.
look at that Brawley looking like he gonna destroy that other dude. I don't know if it's Goku or not.
One thing I say about them, their light up features is crazy.
Yeah.
They probably got
Yeah,
the
for
best
anime pieces, light up is like super crazy.
Yeah.
They
My
do
boy
it
just
right.
got the one on the right.
I don't know what their names are. Goku. I don't know. I don't know who they are.
Goku Trunks.
Vagina.
Boo. Vagina.
As John,
Oh, welcome back.
As John would say, bless you. This looks crazy. Oh, then PCS announced their Street Fighter line. Only got a couple pictures, but yeah, we'll see. They're
I
doing
think
a
I want to
wave
get
of
all of these.
so
It's like
250
1/10 scale.
Yep.
I just like that they have the same poses as the picture, so you can kind of line them up.
Hell yeah, yeah.
Like the picture.
I'm surprised they didn't start with Cammy.
I know, man. Second wave. But it looks cool. And then I got this one as well. And then of course I had to put
Said that this look came on his face. He ain't brilliant.
Oh God.
Yeah, just look on his face.
when they challenged them to basketball.
This is what it sounds like.
And we got this one. I didn't bring up too many pictures. I think this one we spoke our minds. Tupac and what was this one again?
Biggie.
Biggie and Tupac right here. And then like another picture. Oh man! So Mr. Popo got this thing. Look at man. When you were saying like it's what you say
That
36?
Yeah, 3 feet.
3 feet, man. Look at that thing.
That's just crazy.
It takes up a whole shelf right there.
Yeah, man. That's what I said. You ain't getting nothing else on that garage shelf next
I
time.
don't know. Looks good though.
He's a beast.
What is this? Is this also
the
XM?
movie.
No,
that's
that's
from
Prime One Studios.
Prime One.
Michael Bay crap.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can skip this. Sorry.
So the real Grimlock.
That looks cool.
I'm glad he's enjoying it, man. It's awesome. Dig if you will.
Look at that.
That sword looked like a big key.
It reminded me of like I don't know if y'all familiar with Warhammer, like the dreadnought type weapon.
Oh yeah. That's crazy.
Warhammer 40K rather.
Damn.
Yeah. So this is like everything.
Dude. I'm trying to figure out what the focus on is. Just got so much candy.
It's all Marvel, but
I just got the next
Marvel.
picture.
I guess he don't have to
Look at
dust.
that.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got the Sinister Six.
Look, he
Guess what
got
pops out to me the most out of everything in his collection?
This one.
Well, no, the Carnage down, the little Carnage on the left. Yeah, I'm like, look at that little
Really?
that thing still. Not saying
That was like
that's the thing
central.
that caught my eye. Like I was like, oh, which one is that? Oh, that's the Sideshow Carnage. That's dope.
Got that custom Human Torch. I like that one. Top center.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one.
Doc Ock. But,
2 Spider-Man, 3 Spider-Man.
yo, these module cases make these look like small.
Yeah. It's everything, man.
These are Magicase?
No, this is I don't know. I don't
Whatever
think it
cases
is.
they are, is like because they fit
This
like
is
you can fit so
custom.
many in it, and you're not
It
used to
looks like
seeing that
custom.
many. Yeah,
You got
it's
sliding
probably.
glass doors.
Yeah, you see that Wolverine on the bottom? Like it looks crazy.
Oh
small.
yeah, it's like slightly. It's going that way.
Which one? What are we looking at?
There
A
we
little
go.
bit. I couldn't even see it.
Yeah, It actually looked like it's leaning.
Yeah.
It does.
I wonder why.
Look at that storm. I seen the storm in the back next to the.
Yes, in the
Jeep.
back. I know, right?
I love that storm.
This is so beautiful.
Right there.
Yeah.
So this belongs to a guy named Pond. Pond, yeah. This is
Nice
beautiful.
shit.
Man.
Pond got some dope stuff. Like all of this. Like I'm liking the Spider-Man at the bottom, right?
Oh yeah.
Like that. The one down lower. Like just that display with all of the Spidey villains with the Spider-Man there.
Do you think it's too crowded?
Electro. For
sure.
me, but for some
me,
people
yes.
like that. For me, it is too crowded, but that's just me. Like I know a lot of people really like
Just a
seeing it.
little, but it's
Yeah.
it's tolerable though.
Yeah, but it's well lit. It got
Well
some
curated.
bomb ass pieces in there.
There's a Ghost Rider Venom. I didn't see that. Did you guys see that?
Stop.
Ghost Rider.
Oh god. Stop
It's
venomizing.
a lot, but it
everything.
looks neat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks neat. It's not like overcrowding or doesn't look.
There's even the venomized Loki right there in the back.
Oh yeah.
Is that the Bowen Silver Surfer in the back?
This one, no, that's a custom. I've seen that custom. It looks cool though. It says, I looked up the company that makes these cases, only available in Thailand.
We need to hook up the Thai. We need the
We
Thailand.
know somebody in Thailand. Come on, man. We gotta talk to that guy. Art statue collector. Yeah, this is cool. And oh, here's another side of it, and yeah, man, like he has everything.
You got a war tank in there.
Yeah,
that's great. Now
that's what I mean. Those displays are huge.
That
War
has to be
tank
huge,
and the Hulk Buster.
Fit in there. What a giant
this one.
Magneto
Yeah,
Sentinel
that's
head.
and XM Magneto and
And Winter Soldier just because he could.
You got LBS Captain America.
This is all the same guy. This is the
Same guy.
Essential? Wow.
Same guy. Yeah.
Yeah, right, Jose. They look 1/6 because of these cases are so.
I
big.
know
Cases are
exactly.
tall.
Case is like 10K.
Look how small the freaking white suit Magneto. They think it's so big that bitch is like, no, it ain't.
Yeah,
He right. They look like 1/6 because
Yeah.
look at the on Warham. The War Machine don't look big like that.
No,
You know.
like it's impressive that he was able to take these huge, humongous pieces
he's a
and get them in
quarter
a
scale. It's a
glass
huge
display.
Oh, did you guys catch that? The custom Black Panther? I didn't even see him.
Cap.
Oh shit,
Look
there
at
it is. I never noticed.
Yeah.
Then I didn't even see Winter Soldier. I didn't know Winter Soldier was right there.
There he is, right there.
He's got some nice shit, tell you that.
Yeah. Gotta get this guy on the channel. Get rid of Crippler.
There we go.
Wow.
There we go. I'll be down the block.
I'm kidding. Oh yeah, the same guy. Look at this thing.
Yeah, I
That's
really like
beautiful.
that.
And it's the
Freaking-
Those
Sideshow
cases
Galactus.
are so huge because if he get
Yeah,
hold
that's
of
my
Galactus,
poster by X and Thanos right there.
and he has the
Yeah.
the Lady Death with no and all that space under her. Those cases are huge.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
at the Sideshow Galactus. That one was at least 36, I think.
Yeah,
And he still got
that's
room
huge.
above it.
That's insane. She looks beautiful there, man, to be honest.
Her portrait is beautiful. Like the more I look at it, I'm like, yeah.
That Venom with the wings. Yeah, look at that Venom, man. That Venom's insane. I think Mr. X, yeah, he just unboxed that thing. Oh, look at Sideshow made it. Oh, there's two Sideshows right here. Hell yeah.
He don't discriminate.
No. And yeah. Here's another side of his thing. Like he just got
Christ,
this.
This guy what does this guy work for?
Yeah.
He's like,
These are
don't you
older-
worry about it, John. All right.
Good shit. I love the Cyclops.
Yeah, this one's crazy,
Super
man.
big
The
though.
base is beautiful.
Got the Colossus.
Fuck?
So did you see this one, John?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, me
Venomized
neither.
Batman.
Oh god, abomination.
Yeah,
Take
that
that
looks
venom
like
off that Batman
Yeah,
immediately.
That's an abomination.
Exactly.
Oh, then we go to this.
Oh man,
Been
that's
working out?
Yo, It looked like Filipino He-Mans.
Oh my god!
I'm offended. I'm Filipino.
I'm sorry, man.
Perfect timing.
Oh shit!
I'm sorry.
Not good.
Chicken
Carl, if
adobo.
it makes you any better, my daughter's half Filipino. So.
Pudge, you posted this one. Like this is basically a paint job, right?
Yeah, I forget exactly where I came across this, but it's just an action figure that was painted up, and it just shows you, the difference a paint job can do is amazing.
Yeah.
It's a good paint job. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So Sideshow's on the left and XM's on the right. No.
Wow.
Oh, dang.
Wow.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's
See,
so
like,
his way.
he chromed out the sword too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
and the paint that he used on the whatever the chest piece thing is catches light better.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's like more metallic. Yeah,
Wow, that's crazy.
yeah. This is cool. This is really really nice.
Prince Adam represent.
But this toy right here on the left is probably worth like some good money, right? Now it's like devalued because you don't think so?
Yeah.
I feel like
It depends because what generation is it? Because you gotta remember also. I think what messes it up too is they recreate the generation 1 packaging, and
Oh yeah.
sometimes we look and this is like the first one that came out.
The president has peaceful relations with other countries.
Oh, you see the axe behind him is chromed out too.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
They put the shield on the painted one.
Yo, he looks familiar though. That's the funny thing about it, man. The one on the right looks familiar.
Jesus. Those legs.
Boots with the fur.
Oh, Rashid, look, it's up to you. It's
I
your
skipped
post.
this
too.
post, and you had to really bring it up. I was like, no comment.
Nah, because somebody did a thing on one of the groups, and they showed Spider-Man beating up Batman, so I had to make a comeback.
That's messed up because that ain't even Spider-Man there, and that's
That
like
is
some
Spider-Man.
kid.
He's
No,
getting his
that's
ass
that's
Oh,
a
that's
cos.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
That's
Batman is
Spider-Man.
beating some cosplayer up like that.
No,
That ain't
Batman.
even right.
he's
dude.
beating Peter Parker up, and that's Peter
Batman
Parker.
beats
screw up.
Spider-Man.
Use your aggressive feelings, boy.
How did you do that to
Let
him?
the heat flow through you.
Why does the boots grow, man? When you
The
play
boots
that?
start growing, they start floating.
Start growing.
They're clean though. They're clean.
They are clean. I gotta say that.
There's some clean boots.
He has to turn off that Ken Burns effect.
Yeah. You see this thing? This thing was amazing.
That's
like,
hot.
yeah. So somebody retrofitted their stairs. Everything else looks like crap, but like the stairs are up. No kidding. It gives you a ton of ideas. You have Star Wars, you could do a lot of stuff for them. But yeah.
Use your aggressive. Let the hate flow through you. Yo, he's got an Oscar though. So
Oh
that's
yes,
cool.
yes,
You saw
yes.
that? Yeah, this looks amazing.
Yes.
Theodore shared these pictures, and man.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be my Joker. This one.
That's a
Are
great
you-
picture.
Yeah. So are you gonna get the girl? What's her name again? Punchline.
I have her already. She's in
Oh,
the
you.
box.
Oh, you kind of need this then.
So I want this. I think this is the Joker that I'm gonna get.
Look at that. That's perfect.
That looks so dope like that. I honestly don't really care for them separate, but together I actually think it's amazing. Like that picture right there, just boom.
The big crotch shot. The Joker crotch shot.
Yeah. He's contemplating. Y'all know what I'm doing tonight with
Yeah.
this
Pudgy, I'm ready for you.
punchline. Just scoot down a
Are
little.
you gonna get this Joker, John?
Huh?
Are you gonna get this Joker?
I think so.
He
Yeah,
just
the
goes
punchline,
like,
I call him the
Dude.
Junker with his junk out.
all Joker has to
Luckily,
do
it comes with swap out
anytime.
legs. What the fuck?
Yo,
Imagine.
that's messed up. Like it kind of like assumed the position on multiple fronts because Joe could just be like,
Yeah.
and I'll leave it at that to use your imaginations. And he's like,
The joke's on you.
straight up, Dwayne.
But yeah, it's 130 pictures, and we're almost 3 hours in. It's I wish work would go by this quick, but it doesn't. Pudgy, great having you back. I swear, I watched last week's episode again, and I was like, yeah, there's something missing. Like, we don't have the Pudgy, you know?
Thank you.
It was like, yo, I told Kazo, I was like, if Pudgy's not coming back, then don't invite anyone back.
Wow.
We're striking.
I'm holding out for a new contract.
We walk in until you figure out what's going on with Pudgy.
Pudgy. But yeah, thanks again for coming back. And do you have anything coming up or anything you want to share? Like, are you doing your second video on your YouTube or?
In the can is an exclusive one-on-one with me and Thor from DCX.
Wow.
Coming up soon. Yeah. So it was kind of cool. He invited me on. So we did a little one-on-one, recorded it yesterday, Monday.
Nice. I'm enjoying those. I'm catching them as they come out. So.
Yeah, like there were OG collectors and like basically everybody too. There's Mario who's going to be on it, and it's great stuff.
Mario Lopez, he got Mario Lopez.
Yeah, exactly.
Saved by the Bell.
That's dope, dude. He's coming up.
Well, Pudgy, yeah, just let us know whenever that comes out, and then we'll post it everywhere, and we'll check it out.
We get to go in the mind of the Pudginator.
Get lost in there.
Carl, how about you? You got coming up?
Nothing much.
Is there any something you want to leak for the Casual Nerd Problems audience? Maybe like a Spider-Man neck,
quick flash in front of the camera,
elbow.
No,
anything.
Do the J.
Oh,
there you go.
I got nothing.
It's all good, Carl. Thanks for joining again too, man. It was awesome to see you again. John, how about you, man?
I'm gonna try to do an unboxing, a late night unboxing tonight at like midnight, depending on how the little one's doing, because he's been up and not falling asleep. So we'll see. But I have it scheduled for midnight. We'll see how it goes.
Dude, the Gremlins come out at midnight, son.
Drop a Molson in the formula and it knocks him right out.
I was gonna say.
We'll see how it goes.
Put some NyQuil on it or something.
Thanks for joining in tonight, John. Rashid, man, you too, man. Like, what do you got coming up? I used to see you every day. Now, like, I don't see you anymore, man. Like, I was like, where's Rashid at? You always come like towards the middle. I guess you're coming in a little bit later now.
You talk about on the shows?
On the shows, yeah.
Well, I gotta make money, You think I just sit on my ass and that you just come in for free? I ain't got it like that.
I thought YouTube was paying you, man. No, not yet.
He's sponsored by Tim.
That's why Rashi can say whatever he wants because nobody's paying me.
That's right.
Hi, Archangel. But now I got the Mythos coming on Thursday, but I'm boxing and I was showing them this for my Action collection.
Oh, that's nice.
Let me see. Oh, that is nice.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from?
We'll talk after behind the scenes.
Okay, that looks really good, man. I like that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna frame this this week, and then
the Star Wars, yeah.
Back,
I love that.
That looks really good too. Where'd you get that?
It's like,
Bro, Rashid, thanks for joining in tonight, man. It's great having you on. Piggy, how about you?
So I was able to pick up that custom Doom that shout out to the guy Dwayne Davis. He's in like all of our streams, chats, everything. He's in all of our groups. Yeah, I grabbed that custom blade. It's on my mind. That custom Dr. Doom off of him. So I'll unbox them and post some pictures on your page. I may have some artwork coming in, so I may post that to get some feedback from you guys to see if I should kind of stay down that line. And then finally, How Casual has the like 80s movies review, and shout out to that for just keeping it going in the community. I want to do something similar with like horror movies. I know we're our own little corner or niche, but it's a lot of us that are huge horror fans within this collectibles community too. So maybe like assigning an old school 80s, 90s horror movie, and then we all just kind of meet up and give our feedback.
Yeah, I'm down. That's awesome. Cash loves those horror movies. So yeah, man, definitely get more people. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, Piggy, thanks for joining in tonight too. And Crippler, man, I know you just did an unboxing. You've been on streaming for like 6-7 hours now. So.
I'm doing it for the children, child's play. I'm gonna be streaming for 24 hours for 8 years. Ain't gonna stop, can't stop, won't stop.
The Crippler Telethon.
No. Tomorrow, Constructive Outrage. We're gonna be casting Rogue, and I already seen some pics from my boy Critical and Shane, and they're ready. It's already hard. It's gonna be dope. I'm sure Rashid's gonna get us his.
It's hard already. Wow.
Oh no!
Damn.
No, as soon as I see them, like, yeah, I'm not afraid to admit it. But then after that, Geo the Titan going up against Fatal the Collector for the first Fantastic Four Spectacular. And then somebody will be dubbed the champion after that, and then we can start season 4, like season 4 stuff. And I don't. Topics might change because I think a lot of the shows are going to hit on the sideshow stuff. We might talk about it a little bit, but get Critical's perspective, Shane's perspective. But other than that, we're just gonna have fun. Stop by, say what's up to your peoples, and we'll try to entertain.
Did I not say that we were winning? We rocked them Bama's. We rocked them. Nigga, you see me coming on that plane?
Well, big congrats on getting that piece too. But yeah, thanks for joining in tonight, man. And tomorrow, I'm sure everyone's going to be there. I'll be there. And
yay!
Yeah, awesome stuff. And thank you guys for joining in tonight. I know it's like 3 hours again. Like, I'm sorry for it being so long, but I don't know. I'm going by really quick. But I'll see you guys tomorrow on Crippler's channel and tonight on John's unboxing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a good night, you guys.
Good night, peace.
Peace.